Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Idea Products Nadia Makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. We pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Kwanyet on, you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Show the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makwala, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer in 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh,
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world. The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Young ones are still interested in photography. And I think it moved with the pencil, the whole realism art, drawing, pencil art, framing. It came with it, right? It rose with it, and I think it's still moving. Just that this has gone down a notch. This is different from photography.
Yes, of course.
Way different from photography. You can bring your very nice photo, and we are transforming it into pencil art.
They say tourism is one of the biggest exports any country could ever have. But how about arts? Now, there's been a new wave of young people venturing into their skills in the areas of arts. One of the young people who has been doing extremely well in that area is a man we're here to speak with. He goes by the name Nsiah Asare, who loves to do arts in a way that brings realism to life. Welcome to this special edition of GhanaWeb Special here on GhanaWeb TV with me, Nsiah Asare. I'm in Amanfrom, just around Kaswa, here in the central region, to speak with this young man. Come along, let's explore the talent that is called Nsiah Asare. Come along. Nsiah, hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Cool.
It's good to have you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for welcoming us to your. You have a nice studio here.
Thank you.
And I hope everything is well.
Oh gosh, good.
I hope we can get to have some nice conversation.
Why not?
Interesting. All right, Nsiah. So what's up?
I'm cool.
I guess even this conversation can be had in some. We can do away, right? People will just jump on us.
Bro.
Anyway, but how's it been?
Cool.
We are both in the arts, so when I get to talk to other talented people like this, I just want to hear, because I'm unable to perhaps sometimes give answers.
Yeah.
Do you know how you came about knowing you could do this?
Well, you know, as children, a lot of us liked to doodle, sketch, draw, and all that. But I was lucky enough to have found my interest in that, and so that's what I've just kept doing throughout my life, and that's how.
Maybe you might not remember, but what do your parents tell you? How early did this start? This rare talent. How early did this start?
Well, from what they've told me, I think it was around 7 years, 5 or 7 years, between 5 and 7.
You must
years.
have been in what? Nursery?
Nursery.
Okay.
Yeah, nursery.
Very, very young.
Nursery. Yeah, very young.
Interesting. And it's been on and on like that till now. Is it something you passionately pursued because your parents were directing you into it?
Oh no, I think they recognized that I had interest in art, so they just kept supporting me, and yeah, they wouldn't stop you from doing what you like, and so that's like pushing you, that's like encouraging you, right? And so yeah, that's how it has been.
Let's get to know you better first of all. You go by the name Nsiah Asare. That's what many of us know. But what's your real name? That's the question you get every day.
Oh,
especially now.
Yeah. Well, my real name is Israel Derek Afeti.
Afeti.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, and how many siblings do you have?
4.
So plus you?
Plus me 5.
Okay, plus you 5.
Yeah.
Interesting. You grew up in Accra?
Yeah, right here.
Right here in Accra. So you're an Accra boy. You're a DB.
Oh, I know you DB. I beg.
I mean, but that's what Accra people are DB. Yes, you have to come from somewhere to live in Accra to be regarded.
Hustlers were playing.
Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting. And so you schooled here and everything.
My school is just down the road.
Just down the road. Yeah. Oh, then you are a Kaswa boy.
Oh yeah.
Through and through.
100%.
You get lands. We'll talk about that afterwards. But let's talk about the art. I mean, you caught a lot of people's attention from what you used to do in Trotro.
Yeah.
You would sketch people on the go. What inspired that?
Well, from the point I started my national service, right?
And you did your national service where?
Stanbic Bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was doing my national service. I wasn't getting enough time to draw. And you know, it's something I'm passionate about, so I have to find time to do it. And there wasn't any time I could do that. So I recognized that in the bus. I spent too much time in the bus on the way to work. And I communications design.
Okay. So does it come with things like these?
Oh yeah. In first year they'll teach you how to draw. So they taught all
basic
of us
drawing.
Basic drawing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went to which school?
Tech.
Okay, KNUST. All right, basic drawing and all that. Now fast forward back to the trotro thing.
Yeah.
Now you spend a lot of time on the bus. You decided to take advantage. Why, you always had a book?
Yeah, it's right. Let me show you.
Okay.
So it's this book and this pen. Just this. It's as simple as they are just humble
people might not
tools.
see this as simple.
Yeah.
Simple tools, eh?
They are just humble tools, and you can create magic and touch someone's life with it.
I see. Yeah. You know, you started in the buses, trotro. Let's keep it to trotro.
Yeah,
so people get to
now.
understand that it's trotro you're doing this in.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you sketched anyone, and who was that when you were in a bus?
When I was in the bus.
Yes. First person you sketched.
One of the first sketches I did in the bus was Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it didn't start with the trotro. It started with celebrities who are trending online.
But you do it in the bus.
I do it in the bus.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the first ones was Justin Bieber, then Kendrick Lamar, then Kelly.
Okay.
Remember Kelly? That girl who was trending online.
Oh, the Kelly from the Francophone African.
Yeah.
That lady. Oh, okay. Not too far back. That must have been 2022 or this year 2023.
2022.
Oh, okay. Last year.
Just last year.
Okay. All right. And when you do the sketches, do you show them to anyone when you're done?
No. I was just trying to keep a sketchbook, just to keep myself busy. And so that's how I started before I transitioned to the random trotro people and strangers.
People can be quite nosy in the trotro.
Yeah.
What do people say when they see you?
They just look and look away.
Have you had anyone say anything weird to you before in those moments?
Oh, no, not really.
Nobody ever said anything?
No, nothing weird.
Okay, that means you have always been that good. So they see it and they are wowed by it.
Oh, yeah. The couple of people that have actually spoken to me in the process of drawing liked it. Yeah.
People take your contacts.
The mates.
They
Charlie,
do that.
if you want trotro meets now, just come to me.
You get plenty, eh?
Oh, I get them one number, so
Charlie.
I crack trotro meets.
But then you pay for rights again.
Oh, I pay. That's in. I want it to be totally free.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the intention. It's not like I'm drawing to sweep off my fare. But then recently, I think it was just yesterday, one of the trotro mates I drew gave me a free ride. I paid and he gave my money back to me.
The money back to you.
It felt really good.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. Now you get to start from the big names, Justin Bieber's, the Kellys, those ones are very popular. What made you zero in down from big names like that all the way to, sometimes we don't know who the mates are.
Yeah.
We fight with them every day. Why those people?
I think their story is intriguing. So when you draw them, their reaction is natural. Those are the top there. They've gotten a lot of these.
They see it a lot.
So they might not appreciate it as much as someone who wouldn't be expecting someone to draw him. Yeah, I think that's it.
And I'm still intrigued about the trotro mate bit, because when you sketch them, how long does it take you to maybe finish one sketch?
Yeah, the fastest so far was 30 minutes.
30? Fastest?
Or is it 30? I think it was 18 minutes.
Okay.
18 minutes. That's the fastest so far. Because the trotro is moving, you have to be careful about your strokes and all that. So 18 minutes.
I actually was going to ask you how you're even able to keep your...
It's really stressful, strenuous, bro.
But you're able to still get a perfect picture.
I have to get it.
Now tell me, is it that you have a photographic memory such that you just see them and you take a photo? What do you do?
I'm not that special. I take a video.
Okay.
I freeze one of the frames, and I look on my phone and draw.
But that's even still special. The fact that you can do that in a moment, capture, and you always get these kinds of reactions. Do you have people? Do you have other mates actually stop you to say, actually, do this for me?
One saw me at a Cromwell. Yeah, I hadn't picked this car before. I don't know him from anywhere. I think he's seen my videos.
Okay.
And he said I should draw him. It was a nice moment.
Oh, interesting. And now it's good you mentioned videos. Now, the advent of social media and all that, you do a lot of things on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
How has that helped your craft?
Exposure. Before I started this, I was thinking of ways to market myself, and all I could think of was going hard on marketing, and being everywhere, slapping every social media platform with my art consistently, and that's what I've been doing now, and it's working. My customers, my clients see that and they reach out to me, place an order for commissions, then I do it for them. Yeah.
I see. Now, more or less, you have been able to zero in on exactly which aspect of the art you are doing. That's it. Do you only sketch trotro mates for free? Which other people do you do for free?
Oh.
Maybe someone interviewing you for free.
Maybe.
Which other people do you?
Oh, just sometimes if I see the person and he or she has a striking character. That is.
Oh, these are your striking characters. Typical striking characters will look like what? They look down. They look happy. How do you tell? What's random?
They stand out.
Okay.
They stand out. You can see from their face that they have a lot going on. Yeah, they have some very troubling stories.
And I noticed that you tell stories from those artworks. They're not just sketches.
Yeah.
You're actually trying to capture moments and stories in there.
Yeah.
So you're not just an artist, you're a storyteller.
I'm following your footsteps.
Oh, man, no. I mean, the focus is on you today. So you're a storyteller through arts. Okay. I want us to just take a short break.
Sure.
When we return, I'll find out about all the juicy aspects of this area of arts that you are in right now. So we'll return briefly and then we can continue with this conversation.
Sure.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Idea Products Nadia Makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards. Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Kwanyetong. You name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Brahmin the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makola, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
So, welcome back. We're still here with NL Arts. NL, now this is how we found you. We found you on social media, because you had sketched some of these guys, and you caught our attention. The same way we found you. Have other big names found you as well? People who have been intrigued by your artwork or something. Has that happened?
Well, so far, not quite. I've had some people come to me, but nothing confirmed yet. Yeah, so.
But at least there have been some moves made.
Been some.
Does that make you disappointed or not?
No. It makes me. It keeps me on my toes. It just reminds me that I have to work harder, and so that these bigger institutions can see me and come approach me and move on with whatever I have to do.
Now the arts you do is more or less like photography, because I know there was a time photography was just booming. Every young person was getting into photography. More or less the same thing that's happening in the area of this realism, hyper realism, all these kinds of arts that you do. How competitive or not is the industry? And tell me whether or not you feel like you are competing against anyone, or it worries you, any of such things.
Well, first, young ones are still interested in photography.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it moved with the pencil, the whole realism art, drawing, pencil art, framing. It came with it, right? It rose with it, and I think it's still moving. Just that this has gone down a notch.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it the photography that is?
Oh no, this is different from photography.
Yes, of course.
Way different from photography. You can bring your very nice photo, and we are transforming it into pencil art.
So which aspect of the art is actually doing better now?
I can't really tell. I can't really tell because every artist and the way they create. It's just that this is trending now among the younger ones. They are inspired by what they see online. The bigger artists they see online. Just like I was inspired by some bigger artists online. So they are inspired by them, and they also try to do these pencil drawings. It's the basics of art actually. Knowing how to draw and shade. That's how you know how to blend your tones when you move to painting. You understand? So, yeah.
But you don't paint.
I paint.
You paint as well.
Yeah.
But you don't do a lot of that.
I do.
You do a lot of that.
Yeah. It's just that the treacherous sketches caught you. I've caught everybody's eyes.
And so we'd like to know, I mean, apart from the sketches, you do painting, which other things in the area of arts you do?
I'm actually a musician. So
okay.
I sing. Yeah, I do live paintings.
Okay.
Pencil drawings, as you can see, and basically anything art.
Have you released a song, anything like that, or you're not in studio?
I've not released a song yet, but I'm in the process of,
Okay. What kind of music do you do?
A Afro soul guy. Afro soul. I actually listen to every kind of music.
So you love to blend.
Yeah.
So there's a difficulty with the name, right?
It's kind of difficult to.
But there's some Afro in there.
Yeah, there's some Afro and there's some soul in there. But I like to blend everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot, eh? Yeah. They call it potogum shegum.
Bro.
That's what it's called, eh?
I'll go with that.
Yes, that's a long one. We'll see how I sell that to the world. Yeah. But I mean, business-wise, how is business for you? Are you making some cash? Yeah. Some that I can carry away? Maybe when I'm leaving.
Can't carry some away.
Oh, it's not gotten to that level yet.
Yeah, it's good. So far, it's good for the beginning. I'm still at the beginning stages. Yeah, so far it's good.
Okay.
I'm hopeful that it will advance and the figures would increase.
Okay. So I take it that the figures are like 6 now. You're hoping it gets to like an 8. Maybe that's a prophecy, by the way. You may never know.
I'll go with the prophecy.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, but what do you think about the future of arts? I mean, some of us growing up, we used to worry that things like even writing was not as accepted. Today, what you do today is well accepted, maybe because of the advent of the internet. But next 5 years, 10 years, what do you see the world of arts like for us? Maybe here in Ghana and then the world over.
Yeah. Well, you see the way technology is fast advancing. I think and we cannot do without it, right? That's the way art is also going with it. Like you cannot advance without art. Back then, people didn't really respect graphic designers, but right now, graphic designers are one of the top, most paid people in the industry.
They're as expensive as programmers. Yeah.
Graphic design it's not cheap.
Yes.
Art itself is not cheap. So the way technology is moving fast, art is following it. We need artists to design all the interfaces, even though AI AI wants to sport things small.
I was going to ask you about AI.
AI wants to sport things small.
How is this spoiling small? Is it taking business away from people like you?
It's taking business away from people who do digital art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can just key in some
AI.
words and AI will generate your LinkedIn photos for you. Yeah. So it's
Even here in Ghana?
Yeah. Oh, people do it.
I see.
You can just key in a few words, transform my picture to something.
And it just does it for you.
In a few minutes. So it's taking business from those who do digital art.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. But then there's also another interesting aspect of what you do in this area of the arts. I'm wondering if you can, I just want to see if you can help me understand this. Now there are ways that maybe even state actors can tap into what you do for some kind of work. Do you think it's an area that our leaders are not looking at? Or what? We have ministries, departments like that, but do you think they've done enough to be able to help some of you build up what you're doing?
I mean, there are so many possibilities with art, and there are so many of them that this country, in particular Ghana, has not tapped. I mean, we are still now absorbing the whole art thing. We are growing small because of social media, internet. We are seeing how people deal with art, so we are grasping it small bits by bits. And so I think eventually the leaders would tap into this side of the whole art thing.
Do you see a Ghana, for instance, where, you know, in advanced countries, the US, the Europe, and all of those other places, there are instances, for instance, in a court setting where there is an artist or a sketcher, whoever, that is able to bring to life the things that are in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Is that something you think can be explored here?
Oh yeah. Largely, we can really explore that.
Is that something you can do?
Yeah, I do live paintings at weddings.
Okay.
So it's something I, in particular, can do. And something that this country can take upon themselves and explore further. We would even encourage more younger ones to pursue art.
I see. Now, do you think arts like you do is something people can do alongside other things? Maybe a doctor who wants to paint. Is that something people can do?
Yeah, at your leisure time, you can paint.
These days, there's no leisure time.
Well, I'm getting to it. So, because there's no leisure time, if you want to do art and get serious with it,
okay,
like me, you have to stop whatever you're doing and pursue it 100%. So I was working in a bank.
Okay.
I stopped and I'm pursuing art fully now. My dad said a couple of days ago that these days, anything you do, if you take it seriously, you will thrive. You will become good and you will flourish. I was like, yeah, these days you don't joke with anything, anybody. You don't play with anything. So just pick something, be serious with it, and in the long run, you will be successful. That's how it is now.
So leaving the bank was no regret for that at all?
No regret. It was hard because I had already made a family over there, the marketing department. I already made a family over there. So leaving there was emotional for me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Now a lot of them see you. What do they say to you when they see you?
Oh, they are proud of me. A lot of them are my
clients.
Yeah, clients and
taking their money.
yeah. We are kind of like family now. So I need any advice, I go to them and they guide me small. Yeah.
Well, now this is what you do full time. How do people reach you mostly, apart from the usual things? How do people usually get in touch with you?
Social media.
Social media.
I'm always on social media.
Okay.
So when you want to reach me, just send a DM.
And what's the socials? How do we reach you on socials?
NL at everywhere.
NL at.
Yeah.
Is there an underscore anywhere?
Just key in NL at. It's 2 accounts on Instagram, right?
Okay.
But you just enter NL at. The 2 will pop up.
And they're both your accounts?
They're both my accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, young people who want to venture into maybe this kind of art, what would you tell them about specializing, especially when it comes to arts? What would you tell young people out there, people who want to follow in your footsteps?
Learn everything. They should learn everything and do more works. The more you do more works, the more you realize where you are more comfortable with, the kind of materials you are more comfortable to work with and all that. So you should just do more works and practice more. That's basically it.
What should we be expecting from you in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, inshallah, one of the big names out there. I'm hoping to take Ghana worldwide.
Are there particular people you are targeting? Maybe you want to draw, you want to sketch particular people like that?
No particular person. Anybody that strikes me, I'll draw you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been a brief conversation, but I've really loved this, and I hope that you continue to draw more and to sketch more. So, all the best. And we love what we see, the young generation coming up. People like me, I'm not that old, but we love what we see. And it's interesting that we are expanding into other areas. So thank you. Thank you for agreeing to speak with us.
Thank you for interviewing me.
You are most welcome. So that's been NL Art. Look for him on social media anywhere, NL Arts, and get to follow some of the amazing work that he's doing. My name is Nsiah Asare, and this has been GhanaWeb Special.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Dear products Nadia Makeup, I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Kwanyet, you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Brahmin the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makola, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
Said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or mobile Jume pan a idea or moko my Mrs. Lia da Pafi or Muko Mabe and no report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your men be at a same Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan can was or Manimo who need same so. The Dikan NSA, my Mrs. Lia da Pa or real estate business via a man is a pan so any day and that's what they toss me you. And it says, I will be saying, say, Nisika or say house of see, I fancy or Mujina court to see, and if he found, Mammy ain't me in control. Baby potting, and I say, pay for us, if you buy. They toss me and son, and it say, you muko OSP echo in if you know, I don't come who see baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cities being put over few honum, name mum. Just say, baby, education share the old if you uncle and your bedroom says he can't has say. Just say, a bit of polythene bags, a bit sent him, and a business where envelopes much at a tray, and a way for any day OSP and come once them. They're also a 9. And so they say, Ninya Bema where we are, just say, any names and Ninya Bema was 800,000 USB account, and Ninya Bema Nediano. ade a ne nyabe ma na ewu nanso ne bank account a oja ya tue no ade da so send disika edema Cecilia dapa wanwa wanwa ye to aso a de twa to kwa ne say overspend so be ka say house helps ni sika na ma me ni se we wi na ade a ote so mpokra na enye $1 million na emum $590,000 US dollars bi so ka ho ama me na mfa nka ho na mko ofie ho no ade a omko hu sa sika no we yensem enum bi a Ghana eba keka bo me de abremo ade a OSP so egu so twen wo de denden e wo court say court e ma ne kwan na onye hwehwemu emfa ma me sika ene ne kata hyehye a wo hye so mase enti court e na age say October 18 de omo beti OSP asem
I want you so bad, I'll fuck like her. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, alpha cracker. I want you so bad, alpha cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatim bi oda penny or outreach ministries e dia betu ja say nya ade a wo second in Japan e be man penny e de magana da wo twe ma ken in Japan yo bi a che say ompe asori na sem tie ye den no bi a wotimi aka say tie asori ne de ma kwan ma ne be man penny o twe ma COVID-19 period na ya ade a ken in Japan kan say obe ma oye no kwan man penny o Ghana asen ka ya ade an kobeto to sa one man church sin nyina mu Ajenim Boatim de o say ansem ne Japan kan no e ade ye ne ya fi say ono obuke ne de Japan chen obi a we Ghana ha say nanso so say obi obu ni say ebie na no kan sansem na ya de a nipa a opposing yakopon adwuma de ni kwan say ma ne kwan e ma ne bedi Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh.
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da panse mi dia de chinye bia before for beka on ne dia beto dwa ene say OSP say omoko mama ifie e wo tesa no abelempe en accountments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omu bi da na so mu twemu a polythene bag intade envelopes a sika hyehye mi chese bia sika hyehye no so wo kofi ho no manya de wani mpo wadwumpo baba so da sem ami wetimi de sika hyehye ho no nti we nti ama OSP dwin say ade mama no chese ne sika ne ho nti wo se wo hwehwem no ode no kwa ne beto abonti nti wo de asem ya kodan court so mo ne kwan no mo hwehwe mama ne sika semu ene na adwuma o hyesu mase a oye. Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts and feelings? Then the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world. The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetujwa Ekwanya Cecilia Dapa Yemami Anankenkane Oyo so for e de mo man na huni di nsem so nam so at say or running real estate business bi so why no ho say nyo no e no ta echi na say OSP twemu a ma mi di nkofo fufuro din e na atoto adwuma no so now ebeka ya ma mi sisi adapa ne nsem beto amontin so say yakon $1 million bi e wo ne dem at say ne house for mountain nchen e na area no e ade a okeka say o nyuma bebre a wo ya eni nti obeti wonya sasika no woni fie e say no ka e de twitwa no ho na emom nsem abeto dwo echi a na say the business nimpa oye no ntimi fa ne din to nti ama OSP adue ne say ade amame no eye kata hyehyɛ bi e wo suma sinti wa na agye say kian ne kin obehwehwem no de maami nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomane mampani ekufo adoba baabi on fa ne din beto abonten ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsem bi ne kwan so de ne ho for ochemu a o papa na president de mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20 to 25 there kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adobeya for say ama Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium eno o say onu no dey osade ne ne nje hwefi say so be 25th concert na e was onya na bebre ansa na ode ay set up e wo stadium ho nim say den eno ma Stone Boy 22nd ena omuma Stone Boy 22nd ne kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe eno mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehyeye e wa Accra Sports Stadium so ne dey ade we ne nje ho pa wakasa mu yi.
Right before I made the post about Sarkodie, Hajara was sitting next to me and I was like, Hajara, look at this. Like, who saw to Sarkodie before he came out to shoot this video? Like, why is this a problem? And I was like, I'm going to post it. Ghana needs to know. People need to wake up. People need to be aware. And I was like, ish, but this thing I'm going to post right now, Sarkodie, he be King Kong. They go worry me. Oh.
Another exciting edition of Talkatainment here on GhanaWeb TV, and I am your host Elsie Lamar, or you can call me Miss Lamar. Today we are being joined by one of Ghana's finest and talented actors and fashion designers. I'm not too sure he likes to be called a fashion designer because he likes calling himself the tailor. Yes, the tailor. Yes, your guess is right. Ellie Kim Kumoji, or Ellie Kim the tailor, is our guest for today, and we are live here at his shop. Ellie Kim.
Hello.
Other African tailors will disappoint you.
Except Ellie Kim Kumoji the tailor.
Exactly. What was that tagline born out from, though?
So, I'll tell you a quick story. When I started this whole fashion thing, I used to take my clothes to other small tailors to finish, to give to my customers. I didn't have a shop. And one of the guys, Steven, he said to me, "Charlie, stand the door there, make sure say some ash Honda be the camera." So when I say some ash Honda, they come, you go run past the back.
Yeah, right.
And the client or customer will come and be so upset. And so I started realizing that was a problem with us Ghanaian and African tailors. The issue with disappointments, the issue with not finishing the clothes on time. Who do tailor sell in 1 week and it's over a month? And so I said to myself, if I'm ever going to do this business, I'm going to fix the problem of disappointments and people not having their clothes on time. And so that's my tagline. There's a few disappointments here and there every now and then, but ultimately we try to keep ourselves from disappointing the customer, which was it still is a major problem in the tailoring business today.
But why do those things happen though? What are some of the factors?
Sometimes it's not their fault too. This work is very tiring. If you look at Patrick's fingers, for example, Patrick is our chief cutter. He's got black spots and marks around his arm, and yes, it's very daunting. They call it occupational hazard sometimes. And so it's a very daunting task to become a tailor. You stay up late at night, you're standing all day, your back hurts, balancing between sitting down and standing. And some tailors will take the work and overload themselves and they can't finish. So which is why my outfit grew into an enormous size, because I couldn't do the work alone. So everyone you see here is important to the business because they help us not disappoint a customer. So we have the stages of customer service to cutting to stitching to finishing and checking, all the operational activity. Everyone has a department they take care of, all in hopes of not disappointing the customer. Because that's what other African tailors do.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Always, 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 always.
Yeah. So how many clothes or outfits do you make in a day? I know that it might be hard.
So we're an average of about 18 or 20 subcontractors who sew, and each person is meant to finish a minimum of 2 a day. So in the most likely case, we're looking at finishing about 36 individual pieces a day. And so if we were trying to move with speed and do a little overtime, we can say it's 3 items per person. So we can finish about 52 to 54 items a day if we go with speed, but on average it's about 36.
Okay. So what makes Ellie Kim distinct from every other Ghanaian tailor?
You know, like we blatantly say, other African tailors will disappoint you, but we don't. So we make sure that we finish your clothes for you on time. That's number one. Number two, we bring you value by giving you the quality of service. So once you walk through our door, we have a expert, a trained customer service personnel to see to you and take your details, get you to sit down. We offer you water, we offer you a cold drink, and then we call in the other team. So the second team is a team of operational managers and our chief cutter who takes measurements. So then Patrick follows up with Derek, and they come and take your details and take a measurement. You can also book an appointment to see me. And then we discuss personally. I'm the creative director. So if you're not coming to order a design that's already existing, you saw online, and you want us to design something for you, you can either see me or my assistant creative director. And so bringing top-notch value in terms of the quality of service and trying not to disappoint. That's the hallmark we live by. And we charge you a little more for the quality of service because the processes we go through that bring out the clothes for it to be as pleasant for you as possible is quite rigorous. And so our charges are not like your regular container or your regular kiosk tailors. We're up a notch a bit. So I like to call myself affordable luxury. I'm also not as expensive as some of your high top designers in the country who charge in dollars, if I may say.
Talking about rates, what's the most expensive amount you've ever charged for an outfit?
I must have charged up to $5,000 for a pageant dress. It was a lady who was doing something in Liberia. It was for, if I'm not mistaken, a Miss Liberia. And it was flamboyant. It was all over the place. It was putting extra feathers, putting extra stones. Some couture dresses take like an arm and a leg to finish. And a lot has to be put into it. So.
Oh, okay. So there's this trend on social media lately. People order for outfits from their fashion
what you
designers.
get versus what you
what you ordered. So I want to seek an expert advice on it. What usually goes into that? Why do people get
what
different?
Happens?
Yes.
So in the defense of the tailor, some clients don't bring to us clothes that will suit their body type. We all have a certain type of body. My body is different from his body. It's different from your body. It's different from her body. And certain clothes you wear that will suit you might not necessarily fit Hajara.
Yeah.
And certain clothes that she wears might not necessarily fit you. And so they see something online, and I want some. But
it won't look good.
The person has smaller hips, so it looks good, and you have a nice big round bum, so it won't look good on you. And that's one of the factors. The other thing too is a lot of tailors or fashion designers don't take the time to learn the craft properly, and they also take the wrong job. So I know I can't sew corsets, but because I'm broke and I need the money and I'm desperate, I will take corset's job from you. Now I'm going to struggle to finish the corset, or I don't sew suits. And I'll take the suit job from you as a tailor, and I'm going to struggle to finish the suit. So by the time the suit comes out, bobo, agbo, because
Yeah.
it's not his field, it's not his expertise, it's not his niche of things to do. And so these are some of the reasons. The tailor is to be blamed partly, and the clients as well in different cases.
Has it also got to do with the type of fabric and the kind of fashion designer that sews it?
That too, which is why I'm saying some tailors or fashion designers don't know the specific job or how to finish the specific attire, but they take the job. So fabric also plays a very big role, like you're saying. And so that what an elastic fabric will do to your body is not what a brocade fabric will do to your body. And so we need to also learn these things. And it's mostly all in the learning. It's always in the learning, you know.
Yeah, so earlier in somewhere around 2022, you made mention about the fact that moving away from fashion, your colleagues in the acting field, it's important that they also get other jobs running so as to pushing themselves in a way. Would you say that, because now let me put my
this is your line
down.
of questioning here.
It's very evident that a lot of them are venturing into other jobs.
Nowadays.
Would you say you are vindicated?
Yes, I have been vindicated in a way, and you can say I'm a sort of prophet. I brought light to them. All my colleagues, now everyone is venturing into a business. But I came out to say, in the entertainment industry, you need to have a day job. You need to have something that supports you. Whether you're in New York, or you're in Ghana, or you're in Hollywood, that doesn't matter. Find a day job. And now a lot of them are selling shito, some of them are selling sobolo, some of them are selling juice and pastry. And it's pleasant to see, because then you're not held at the throat by these directors and producers and so-called music labels, and you're not hungry while you wait for your next hit. And sometimes too, there's a lot of laziness in the entertainment industry. Some musicians, for example, or some actors, for example, will go and, after waiting for a miracle from a producer or director, make a one-hit wonder, quote unquote.
That's it.
Go into the studio, record once, and they go sit home and expect that one hit will take them through a lifetime of events. Hell no. You need to constantly be at your job. So even as an entertainer, when you find a day job, you need to find the balance, because you have to be present in both jobs to make it work. And yeah, I said it. And you know, it's good to see all of them, you know, coming up and doing something for themselves.
Yeah, but let's move into acting. What is really happening? Because earlier a colleague of yours came out to say or admit that indeed the movie industry is, let me use the word, dead.
Who's this? Who said that?
Beverly.
Who said that?
Beverly.
Beverly Afaglu.
Yes. What's really happening?
So I think there's a lot of mediocrity in the industry. I've said this over and over again. I say this from a point of the fact that I've been outside the country in different settings. I've been in top productions in South Africa and big productions even in Nigeria. And Ghana is not taking things seriously. I say this because there's supposed to be a certain level of professionalism and a certain level of urgency or seriousness that we're supposed to put to the work that we're not putting to the work. This whole Kofi Ajololo thing could have easily been avoided if contracts were signed. I'm not digging out old wounds, or I'm not waking up sleeping dogs. You know, they say let sleeping dogs lie.
Right.
But if we even put that level of seriousness to the craft, to signing a simple contract, then we don't have to go back and argue with the producers. We just take them on. And so, unless we are ready to stop being mediocre, we're not going to evolve and grow. It's just unfortunate. And so, the Ghana movie industry is in that kind of shamble. Ellie Kim, I get some script too. I send you, then see if you like them. Oh yeah, I like them. How much you go charge? Oh, you give me 5K. Oh, I go give you 3K. Charlie, money, no, they okay, I hear. Then you show up on set. You don't ask who's your co-actors. You don't ask how long you're going to be on set. You don't ask what contracts you're supposed to sign. I recently did a certain car show for this company. It's a car show that's shown on TV. And their contract, they gave me only 500 Ghana cedis for transportation. It's a show that has sponsors. But they give the artist or whoever shows up 500 Ghana cedis for transport. That's what they gave. They were offering me. I don't know about other people. There are other celebrities on the show. And for that 500 Ghana cedis, you're signing away every possible right of yours you have, even to come back and sue them, or even to come back and say, hey, I'm seeing my images being used on billboards and TV stations and other TV stations aside what you mentioned. So give me something for it. There's a clause that stops you from ever coming back to them, and you're signing off all rights of using your voice and your image and so on and so forth for them to use on whatever platform they deem fit. No future royalties possible, because say for example something happens and that show blows 10 years later, and this is now that it's getting its views. You'd have signed away your image for life, and your image is a brand. You know what I mean? And so I only learned recently not to play the brand. The contract came back to me 4 times after editing it, and I said I'm still not satisfied with it, because I believe there's too much mediocre in the system. And so it's stuff like that. People don't take the job seriously because they think, oh, it's Ghana, so it will be, or make we manage. And then when trouble comes, they come on TV and rant.
I know the conversation is getting really interesting here, but let's take a breather. We'll be right back.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
And we are back. If you just joined us, we are still watching Talkatainment here on GhanaWeb TV, and I'm still chit-chatting with your favorite designer, Taylor, Ellie Kim.
Yes, ma'am.
So, before we went on break, we're discussing the movie industry.
Right.
Why do most Ghanaian actors these days, I don't want to use most, but a lot of them are actually running to Nigeria to work there? What is happening? What is happening there?
I think it's just diversification. There's nothing wrong with wanting to work overseas. It's actually good for open-mindedness, you know, exchange of cultures and experience and professionalism. You get to see what they're doing outside, and so on and so forth. They always come back. Van Vika was away for the longest time, he came back. Omar Sharif Kaptan was away for a long time in Nigeria, he came back. Chris Atto did Tinsel and so on, he came back. So it's just, to be like an international brand, you need to work internationally. You know Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth? Yeah. They're Australian originally, but they crossed over to Hollywood to do movies and come back to Australia to do movies. Jason Statham, he's British, but he does a lot of American movies. He's in the Fast and Furious series and so on. So there's nothing wrong with traveling out to do a job or two and living there for a little bit and coming back. Because the ultimate is to reach for the top of the chain of whatever industry you're in. And so, as it stands, Nollywood is better than Gollywood by the far stretch. And so if you start from Gollywood, it's nice to elevate to Nollywood. And if you like, you want to pass through Bollywood and go to Hollywood, it's your problem. But sky should be the limit. Hollywood should be the limit. And it should be a ladder to climb up.
Has it got anything to do with the fact that they pay more than Ghanaian directors?
Well, that too. But there's certain Ghanaian productions you go on that will pay you well. Like recently I was on To Have and To Hold with the great Ivan Kashiga, and it was a production for Aquaba Magic, and the pay was good. Very good. Maybe the highest I've been paid in Ghana so far. However, do you want to compare it to Nigeria? Because also you're a foreigner, sometimes in Nigeria, they want to treat you well. And so you can't necessarily measure, you know, in terms of, if I was in Nigeria, they'll put me in a nice 5-star luxury hotel, they give me what I want, I have a chaperone, he picks me up. But if I'm in Ghana, I go from home to location and back without any extra special treatment. You know, so it's It varies.
Yeah. To wrap up the conversation on movie, do you what
Just
do you
there's
see?
more after movie.
Yes, there's more.
My
after
sister.
movie. So, from your perspective as an actor, do you see any hope for our movie industry?
Hope for moving. Oh yeah. Look, I think there's a right time and place for everything, right? And sometimes we want to blame the leaders, but the common members on the ground are not helping. Why are we not signing contracts? Why are we not taking ourselves seriously? Why are we not fully reading our script and understanding the story to bring out the best performance? The president is not going to come and do that for you. Why are we not telling real, authentic stories that will strike a difference? Let's look at the BBCs. Let's look at the Al Jazeeras. They're buying real, authentic African stories. So if you want to make a mark, you want to make some money, look at what's selling and learn in that field and project. If you also want to be creative and you want to be different, go for it. But let's not just be mediocre. And so the onus is on us to make it work. Nobody's going to come and make it work for us. Not even the president.
Whilst we're on break, I noticed that Ellie Kim was speaking a lot of Ewe with his workers. And I want to know why. What is it about Ewe and with the whole thing about fashion designing and Ewe and your interest in that? Was there anything special?
No, so people ask me a lot that I only work with Ewes, but it's not true. For some funny reason, it's a coincidence that I get more Ewe people coming, maybe because I'm Ewe. They feel like they can relate. However, I've noticed that the most loyal tailors or people who work with me are Ewes. A lot of the Ashantis and Ghans and the foreigners, even outside Ghana, come and they go. And a lot of Ewes have come and a lot of Ewes have gone. But I find out that there's a certain kind of decency and seriousness and hard working ethic that comes to the Ewes. And then you realize that there's also other people from other tribes that come with the same seriousness. So it's partly coincidental and partly I know my Ewe people. We're hardworking like that. I recently noticed this more after going to my hometown a lot. I'm in Keta a lot lately, and you see the average Keta person, whether it's by the roadside or in the corner of their homes, trying to do something to make something work. And the honesty is always key. They're always honest about everything. You can't walk out there and be scared of anything. Most amazing place ever.
Yeah. You heard him. Ewes are very
hardworking people. It was on point.
So coming back to the conversation on fashion designing, how are things with you and Abrantie?
Abrantie and I was never a real fight. I think Abrantie, I'll say it. I highly suspect that it's probably fueled by his wife, Chantel. I say this because me and him don't have a problem. However, when I made a post about being the first to bring my son out on stage, she came out to attack me in my DM, even before Abrantie said anything. Yeah. I have the message. Shall I show you?
Yes.
Was it in my DM or was it in the comment section? But she came out to attack first.
Wow.
Who said you are the first? And we did this in London, and I was like, okay, cool down. Like, this is not a fight. If you did it first, I didn't see that. And you did it outside the shores in the UK. I said in Ghana. And aside that, my son fell on the stage, which was part of the routine of the models falling on stage. It was random, it was spontaneous. And I brought a whole Bobobo group from the Volta region to play on stage. That was also the first. And he claimed he played drums on stage before. My theme was based around the original music by the Bobobo drummers and not the music from the speakers. So it's different concepts. So there was no fight there. However, me and him we're cool. We speak all the time. We're chatting on Instagram. And I'm congratulating him. I'm liking his pictures. Look, I'm pro Ghana. And me and Abrantie have said it many times that we need to collaborate. We need to do a collection together, like how musicians collaborate. Sarkodie featuring Black Sherif, Ellie Kim featuring Abrantie the Gentleman, Abrantie featuring Ellie Kim. We put a collection together. We go face to face. We do our own runway show. Abrantie is walking on the left, Ellie Kim is walking on the right. Healthy competition. And that can create noise or a buzz and put Ghana out there. Why is Ghana trending? Some 2 fashion designers are killing fashion today. You know, stuff like that. So I don't think it's beef. If I've said something and you genuinely feel you are the first and I'm not the first, take it. It's not a fight. However, you can't come at me like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you say that, would you call yourself a non-conformist?
Hey,
or a controversial?
I'm not going to
Okay, let me just use the word controversial. Would you call yourself a
controversial?
I
know every time a celebrity says something online that trends, they are aware that it may most likely trend or not. We are always aware that this thing you're about to say can most likely cause a problem. But we say it anyway because we're entitled to our opinion. We're entitled to our page. As long as I'm not cursing at you, I'm not dissing your mom or your family, and I'm not being provocative, I can speak my opinion. And so, right before I made a Sarkodie post, I was sitting beside Hajara.
Oh, I was just about coming there.
Hajara, look at this. Like, who saw to Sarkodie before he came out to shoot this video? Like, why is this a problem? And I was like, I'm going to post it. Ghana needs to know. People need to wake up. People need to be aware. And I was like, ish, but this thing I'm going to post right now is Sarkodie, he be King Kong. They go, worry me. And I posted it anyway.
So you knew.
We always know.
Yeah.
We always know. Shatabale is going to say something provocative on air. He knows it will most likely trend. If your Odo knows she'll trend if she wears those kind of clothes and makes a video. We always know. However, sometimes you're not aware it might create such a negative connotation and it might come off wrong, and so you can apologize because to err is human. And so I might be making a post about Sarkodie, but if I made it and it was somewhat derogatory and I wasn't aware of it, then I must have overstepped my boundaries. However, we always know that this is maybe most likely controversial or not.
But have you?
Yeah, I am just a little bit controversial, I must say.
Okay.
Not that I'm proud of it, but I speak my mind sometimes.
Yeah. Have you met somebody after?
No. Never seen him before. Never seen him after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're not friends.
Never ever before.
No. I don't know him. I make clothes for his DJ Nsiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're born on the same day actually. But never met Sarkodie before. I'm a fan of his music and his talent and his ability to mix and match up words. I love his music. We never met him before. Yeah.
People were upset that you are criticizing their idols.
Yeah,
Ellie Kim doesn't idolize people like that.
Their boss, they boss attached their boss, but I think to be true I talk. Yeah, big deal.
Recently on Twitter, there's this gentleman who lives abroad. He's called Firestick. I don't know whether you saw that.
What's his name?
Firestick.
No.
Okay. He sells sneakers and stuff, and he likes, like, if you wear something and he thinks it's fugazi, you talk about it. So he likes calling a lot of celebrities out to talk about their outfit.
Oh, okay.
So he and Strongman and Co were fighting on Twitter. I think.
Oh yeah, I saw something. They said Strongman wears fake clothes or something like that.
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
Charlie, they all wear fake.
That is what I wanted to ask you.
All of them wear fake. Masa.
Do you think celebrities don't put so much, don't invest so much in their looks?
You cannot afford the original, but because you want to look good, you have to make shifts. And so your sunglasses are not original, but you wear the first grade or the second grade or the one that looks original just for the sake of showing up for the music video and so on and so forth. So a lot of things are props. The sunglasses could be props, the clothes could be props, the cars. A lot of them don't drive the cars they portray in the music videos. A lot of them don't own the big boats, the Lamborghinis, the cash they use. Some of the cash is even photocopy. This is film we're talking about. You can cheat. They don't own all those cars. They don't own all those mansions, but they're props. They make the video look good. And so, how much money is a Ghanaian artist making on average to be able to afford a $900 pair of sunglasses? How much money are they making to be able to afford an $800 pair of $800 watch? Strongman has a family, and so instead of him going to spend $1,000 on a wristwatch or sunglasses, he will pay his children's school fees and pay rent and accommodation. It makes more sense. However, because you need to wear a white pair of shoes, go and buy the fake one at Accra to do for 400 cedis and shoot a music video. It doesn't change anything. And what I discovered was, when my ex-wife started going to China to make her shoes, and she used to go to Turkey, then she'd go to China, you'd realize that some of these shoes that you're making by the manufacturers that cost $10 or $20 compared to the $1,000 Louboutin, you will even find out that the $10, $20 shoe is of a better quality than a Christian Louboutin shoe. So now they're selling brands and names and so on and so forth. So it's always highly overpriced. And so if I can buy the copy for 10% of the actual price and it will give me the same look and feel I'm getting in a music video, I'd rather take care of my family with that money than spend it on clothes. So Strongman is doing nothing wrong. It could be a little bit of pressure from the industry. Where else will he find white Air Force sneakers to buy? Instead of buying it for $200 online, you buy it for $20 at Studio and use the rest of the money for his family. Simple as that. It's no big deal. That guy says where he talk say they buy original. What's the guy's name again?
Fasting.
How much original does he buy? If he's spending all his money on designers, on original, he's a big fool. I'm saying this on authority today. You can't be a young, struggling entrepreneur or young, struggling young man trying to set up life and spend all your money on foreigns and spend all your money on designer. You die before your time. Doesn't make sense. So I don't know what he's on about if that's what he does, but it's not the right thing to do.
Okay. Speaking of ex-wife, recently you were in Zim. How is parenting, co-parenting going?
It's all right. Pokelo is flexing small, but it's all good. We communicate about the boy. I'm trying to get him into piano lessons, but for some reason, I'm not getting through to her too much to get the boy lessons. However, our communication is smooth. I was supposed to be sending some money every month, but I think, not to think that they're okay without me sending it, but I think that they're in a better space now, and I can also slightly focus here and rather channel the energy into visiting the boy a lot. So I want to see him about maybe twice a year, if not at least once a year, or travel him down with whoever can come with him and set up things for him. And I want to contribute, with trying to get him piano lessons, pay for a tutor. But all in all, she's doing an amazing job, with the boy. And I always applaud her for it. Because if she wasn't taking care of him the way she is, it will put a lot more pressure on me. So I really, really do appreciate Pokelo, for looking out for me and the boy the way she is.
Is there a chance that you'd come back to Ghana and come and spend a little holidays with you or something?
Yeah, that's the plan. The last time we were talking about it, he said, how many planes do you need to take to Ghana? I said 1 or 2, depends on which route you're taking. And he's already asking questions. He was here when he was very young, so I'm not sure he remembers anything. But that's the plan. Right now he's young, he can't travel unaccompanied. And so the last time I was in South Africa, shooting Amazing Voices Africa, I flew him in with Pokelo's personal assistant. And we had like a whole week to ourselves. We did zip lining, we went bowling, we went gaming.
I follow you, so I saw everything.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do with the boy. Just spend a lot of time with him.
Food he doesn't really like.
And then recently in Zim, we were cooking.
Yeah.
So I travel, I get an Airbnb, and we go everywhere. We do everything. We spend time together, we sleep together. And I love my boy. He's my first child, and he broke the ice for me, with
And I must commend you. You are doing
love.
so well with this whole parenting thing. I could say you are someone people should look up to.
I don't have a choice to be a good father. My father was the best. My father would show up at school on your birthday with squash and a cake. So now I have to portray the same love to my kids because I felt it. It was pleasant. Yeah. And my dad would take you out to town. He'd show you things. He'd let you read books. I can only be as good a father, even better, to my children because my father was amazing. So I don't have a choice. I didn't have a quote unquote the S word father. Yeah. And so I can't be a schnapp father. I gotta be on point.
Yeah. Your new partner, how is she handling the fame?
I kind of coached her about how hectic it can be when people know of you and people want to talk about you, and she tastes it every now and then. Like recently we went out and she was wearing
an outfit.
What do you call The singlet that you keep
Yeah.
under, no, your friend is saying. Something suit, bodysuit.
Bodysuit, yeah.
She was wearing a bodysuit and a draw at her bottom small, and she was wearing baggy pants, and the fabric was quite light. And everyone started going on her on the internet that she was wearing granny panties, and she took it lightly.
And even when you guys went for the Emmy Award, there's some awards launch something, and she wore a loose dress. They said, "Hey, at that time I think she was pregnant." Wait, a
People
pregnant
will
woman
always,
wearing this,
yes,
like,
she understands now that people will always attack you, but understanding that also, don't forget that there's people who still love you. So you focus on the love, 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 and you forget about the hate, hate, hate. Because empty barrels make the most noise. So you'll notice that, like I did this analogy with the Sarkodie post. I had over 1,000 comments and even half of those comments were bad and half were good. But I got more than 10,000 likes, I think. I don't remember. So you notice that people who like the post is more than the few people who are talking much. And so only because you can read a very negative statement to say, granny panties, you're too skinny, you let that affect you, forgetting that the real people don't talk. Busy people who have something doing, who are real busy, don't have time to be talking about other people. They don't have time to be looking through other people's Instagram because they're busy with their stuff. Like, I get so busy in a day. I had to go 5 other places before I met you right now, including the barber shop for the look. And so I cannot be on Instagram dragging someone for what they're wearing, because the moment I see the post and it's funny or it's not, I'm moving on to the next. And then I need time to make my own post. Why am I going to waste my time on your post when I have to make my post to sell or to make business? You know, so gave her a little bit of an understanding, and she's also on social media a lot, so she sees what happens to all these other famous people and how they can be dragged for nothing. So she understands to the best of her ability. She understands.
Okay. Before we draw the curtains, I think
look what meeting.
if you have any words you have to say, your last words
to
your fans.
to my fans.
Yes.
Guys, desire in your heart what you really want to do. Fail at it by trying. Learn from the failure, and at the other side of it, you might just have your success. And then if it doesn't work, wake up and try again, and try again, and again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
All right. So also soon, here's where we draw the curtains. Thank you so much, Ellie Kim, for hosting us in your shop to get to experience what people don't get opportunity to see on a daily basis. And we have come to an end of this discussion, and I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. As usual, I am your host, Elsie Lama. You have been watching Talkatainment on GhanaWeb TV. See you another time. Till then, we are out.
Talking Shatawale atutu nsembi akomani mampeni ekufu adoba baby on find the dimbe to abontin ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsembi enu kwan so de ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20th to 25th there kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adoba for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium. And also, on no day, or sudden the ninja, if we say, so by 25th concert, and there was so onyan na bebre, and some of their setup, was stadium home, say, then, and on my Stone Boy 22nd, and I moment Stone Boy 22nd, and quite a day, about 23rd, and now, and on person from Mashatawali, no financial share, or Accra Sports Stadium, so on a day, I do in an engine home pa, Wakasemi.
Work hard. Be mindful of your health. Idea products na makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Quaniet on, you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Ensure the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makwala, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer in 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
Said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or mobile may pan a idea or moko my Mrs. Leada Pafi or Muko Mabbe no me report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your men be at the same Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan Can was share or Manimo who need same so. The Edikan NSA, my Mrs. Leada Pa or real estate business via a man is ye pan so any day and that's what they toss me no. And it says, I will be saying, say, Nisika or say house of see, I fancy or Mujina court to see, and if he found, Mammy ain't me in control, baby potting, and I say, very pay fair, if you buy. They toss me and son, and it say, your muko OSP echo in if you know, I don't go who see baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cities being put over few honum, name mum. Just say, baby, as she said, the old if you uncle and your bedroom says, Esha has say, just say, a bit of polythene bags, a bit shan't him, and a business were envelopes much as actually a tray, and a way for any day OSP and come once them. They're also a 9, and so they say, Nina Bema will we are, just say, any names and Nina Bema will say 800,000 USB account, and Nina Bema Nediano. Dear Nina Bema no one, so the bank account or jay train, did as a send this car at the Massicily Adapa. One, a year one. Your toss what they try to acquire and say, oh, Westminster Becca say, how helps Nisika Nama Minister will be an idea or taste some pokran and your $1 million. Name 590,000 US dollars we so can have a man and found no muko if you honor your idea or muko who says you can weigh and some Numbia. Ghana back camp me their bremo. Idea always been so it goes so true what the day ever court say. Court a man no issue moon and farmer musica and in the Kata share or she so say. Into court and I just October 18 day or mobility OSP as them.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatim be other penny or outreach ministries at the Abetu just say, nya dear was second in Japan, a bear penny at the Magana. That what you mark in Japan, you'll be just a on pair Asare Nasem, say, then you'll be what you make a say, Asare in the Mark and Bearman penny, or Chema. COVID-19 period, nay, dear Kenny Japan cancer, or Bearman or young man penny. Or Ghana as in idea compared to 2,000 Manchester in name. I didn't watch in the handsome neck a Japan kind. A dear any if you say or no, or booking the Japan chain will be a Ghana has say. Nancy so say or be a bunny say a being and no cancer handsome nay idea. Nipa opposing and couple of Jumadi, new quantity man of quine, and money be Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously big and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist Cupcakes. Simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da panse mi dia de chinye bia before for beka on ne dia beto dwa ene say OSP say omoko mama fie e wo tesa no abelempe en accountaments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omo hu bida na so mo twemu a polythene bag enta the envelopes a sika hihye mi chese bia sika hihye no so wo kofi ho no manya de wani mpo wadwumpo baba so da sem mama betimi de sika hihye ho no nti we nti ama OSP dwin say ade mama no chese ne sika ne ho nti wo se wo hwehwem no ode no kwane beto abonti nti wo de asem yakoda court so mo ma ne kwan no mo hwehwe mama ne sika sem ene na djuma o hye so mase a oye.
Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world.
The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetudwa Ekwanya Cecilia Dapa Mami Ananken Kane Oyo Swafo Eddie Mo Mana Hunidi Insem so nam so at say or running real estate business being so one who says no and no teach not to say OSP Chemwa Mami Dinko for Frodin and at to Ejumano so now Ebeka ya Mami Cecilia Dapa Ninsembeto a mountain to say $1 million be a one day matches and a house for mountain in chain and area no idea or can say oh you ma be bra ya and nti obeti menya sasika no woni fie and say no kan editor no na mom nsem abeto dwa etua na che say ne business ni pa oye no ntimi fa ne din to nti ama OSP adua ne say ade amame no eye kata hyehyɛ bi ewo suma sinti why na je say kin ane kin obehwehwem no de maame nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomani mampani ekufu adoba baby on find the dim beto abonten ochema obey edi ne ho for nsem bi no kwan so de ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a o pese ne freedom way concert this year from 20th to 25th day kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufu adobe ya for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Cross Sports Stadium and o say onu de o sade ne ne njim hefi say so be 25th concert na we say onya na bebre ansa na o de set up e wo stadium honum say e den e no ma Stone Boy 22nd e na o ma Stone Boy 22nd ne kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe e no mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehyeye e wa Cross Sports Stadium so ne de ade we ne njim ho pa wakasa mu yi.
Parliament comes in when the legislation has been placed before them.
Okay.
Then the Select Committee on Health, and I'm sure Select Committee on Legal and Constitution will also look at it, because there's a lot of legal issues. You have to be sure that the person who is donating will not come back and say, I want back my kidney.
Okay. Organ donation is an important aspect of healthcare, which can save lives and also improve the quality of life for those who are in need of organ transplantation. Cases of people who are in need of kidney transplant, lung transplant, cornea, pancreas, and many of such organs abound in Ghana. But like many other countries, Ghana does not have a comprehensive legislation to back organ transplant in Ghana. Today we speak to a man who would know more about the legislation and where we are in terms of passing a law for organ transplant or organ donation in Ghana. His name is Dr. Nsiah Asare. He needs no introduction. He's the Presidential Advisor on Health, and today he will speak to me about how far the President knows about organ donation. Doc, thank you very much for your time. I know you're a very busy man. The COVID period was the peak of when you were doing a lot of the media interactions. What's your life like these days with the abatement of the COVID pandemic?
Yes, since as you are aware, we were doing a lot during the COVID period.
Right.
But with the containment of the COVID pandemic, now we've gone back to our normal lives. There are other things that you are doing.
Okay.
There are a lot of things which came post-COVID.
Right.
For example, trying to have a massive infrastructure development.
Right. Yes. So that will fall under the Agenda 111.
Yes. So nowadays, most of my time is on
the Agenda 111.
Agenda 111 possible.
Right.
About some weeks earlier, we were also trying to set up a National Vaccine Institute to make Ghana as a vaccine manufacturing hub in Africa.
Okay.
Which is one of the visions of the government, and for that matter, the African Union. So Ghana wants to take a position in it. We've been able to do that. There was a presidential committee which was set up. We've been able to pass the law for National Vaccine Institute, which will coordinate and facilitate vaccine, serum, and other biological production in Ghana.
Okay.
We have a building, we have a board in place, and then we have a management in place. So we've handed over to them to work on it.
Okay.
So now we are on the Agenda 111.
Okay.
To make sure that every district without a hospital will have a fit-for-purpose, state-of-the-art first referral center.
So it won't be like the CHIPS compound and all of that. It'll be an upgrade.
It's the first referral center
okay.
in every district, so that you don't have to travel a very long distance before you can see a doctor.
Right.
And then get yourself also well treated or managed.
Right.
And then you can also have good education about and health promotion in these centers. So this is what we are doing now. And you know that there are also some regional hospitals in the new regions, so that they also have a second referral center before they are referred to a tertiary institution.
Okay.
So that's exactly what we are trying to do now, to make sure that we get Agenda 111 also going and moving, like we managed to do for the National Vaccine Institute and vaccine production in the country.
Okay, that's a big challenge. Hopefully we're able to finish that in time for quality healthcare. But to the main reason why today we visited you in the office is about organ donation. It's just a random thought that came when we were having a conversation in the office where one of my colleagues said she went to the hospital, and I mean, with the interactions with the doctor, she was given the option to sign a form to donate her eyes in the event that she's passed on. And that really was exciting and interesting at the same time.
In Ghana,
in Ghana. And for me, that piqued the interest about organ donation. Yes. And I recently, about 3 months ago, heard you speak about cornea donation and transplant in Ghana.
Yes.
What is the latest on that call that there should be a legislation around cornea transplant in Ghana?
Yes, if you realize, we are developing in our health systems.
Okay.
Some time ago, we didn't have enough ophthalmologists in the country who are well trained in subspecialties to be able to transplant cornea. There are a lot of people who are blind, and from what they tell us, a high percentage of the blind people are from cornea scarring.
Okay.
And if you replace it with a piece of cornea, the person gains sight again. And we train a lot of ophthalmologists in that, and know that they have some people who have been trained in Kofanochi, in Cape Coast, in Kolebu, and I think even in Tema and then Tamale.
Okay.
So they can do cornea transplant. But because you don't have a bank, you see, if you want to do a transplant, first you have to have an act of parliament or legislative instrument guiding it, because you have to be very careful that you don't have organ people harvesting people's organs and then taking them out and all sort of things. So first you have to harvest the organ. First you have to know the donor who has been well educated and primed that you are going to donate this.
Okay.
The time that you want it to be donated. And then you also have to also take care of the person who is donating and the person who is receiving.
Right.
And then first and foremost, we have to get the people who are trained with the equipment and everything in place, which slowly we are building up in all aspects, because we can do organ cornea transplant in Ghana. We can also do kidney transplant in Ghana. And then even heart transplant in Ghana. There are people who are also training to do liver transplant. These are diseases which are killing people. But if you get it well done and then transplanted, because there are people who are losing their lives in the road traffic accident and that sort of things. But now for the kidney transplant, it's mainly from relatives. Donor who is alive, a relative who will then say that I'm going to donate one of my kidneys to a relative. But to do it properly, and even we are doing also fertility, it's also taking tissues.
Yes.
So it's organs, tissue, cells.
Right.
Anything that you want to take from a human body and store, there should be a legislative instrument
to guide it,
so that people don't start
abusing it
and selling it. And if you're not very careful, as people say, it can even grab you and remove one of your kidneys and all this. So there should be laws guiding all these things. This is what is being done. I know Kolebu Teaching Hospital Board in 2007 or so set up a committee, and they came out of a report, a very good report, which you can use as a basis. They've gone through the literature, they've looked at other laws in other countries, and they came out. I remember in the 2018 when I was at the Ghana as Director General, they presented to us, we set up a committee, people who are interested in organ transplantation, and they went through it, and I remember putting a covering letter on it around 2019 and sent to the minister, and they are also studying it, and I'm sure it's with their legal team, and they have to look at it and then maybe translate it into a legislative instrument. I also heard recently that last year, before we did the ophthalmology conference, that fertility group have also put something together and sent to the ministry. But I believe that it should be a composite law.
Yes.
Act of Parliament, we should guide cells, tissues, and organ first harvesting, storage, and then transplantation.
Okay.
And that is the way to go
as
a country. But there are some people who normally, for the eye people who bring organ tissues to come and transplant. But when you are bringing it, it's in the cold chain.
Yes.
So you have to maybe do all the cases within a matter of 48 hours, and it's a bit tiring, and it's not the best way to go.
Okay.
And since you have people trained and people who can handle these operations, and they've done a lot of them, and they are successful, especially fertility.
Yes.
A lot of in vitro fertilization going on. But there should be a law
that backs it.
Okay. And that's the reason why we are moving in that direction.
Okay.
And we are doing everything possible to make sure that we have that legislative instrument in place.
Okay. Is there a lobby group? I know you said different associations and people have tried to put together, but is there certain pressure being given to, say, Parliament to, if you like, hasten the process?
Parliament comes in when the legislation has been placed before them.
Okay.
Then the Select Committee on Health, and I'm sure Select Committee on Legal and Constitution will also look at it, because there's a lot of legal issues. You have to make sure that the person who is donating will not come back and say, I want back my kidney.
Okay.
It happens some other places
where
they go to court. So we want to make sure. And then the most important thing is those who want to donate their organs in case of an emergency, or where you can also speak to relatives and somebody has road traffic accident before he has a brain death, then you can remove the organs, harvest them, and give to somebody. So all these things have to come in.
Right.
That people will not, for one reason or the other, start saying that you are there so that they can remove your organs.
Okay.
So it should be strictly looked at, and then we have the legislation in place, and that's the way to go.
Okay. Now that you say that, it's really brought my mind to the fact that people can abuse it, people can intentionally kill people and harvest their organs. That's why we need to be
even
patient.
Trafficking, organ trafficking,
yes,
it's a very serious issue in some
part of the world.
We have to be very sure about that people don't harvest organs here and then go and sell it elsewhere.
Okay.
So all these things should be put in place. That's the reason why we need an act of parliament backed by even legislative instruments, so that we know that if we are going to have a bank, like a blood bank,
yeah.
You have an organ bank. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And who are the people who are supposed to be opening the bank?
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I read something even in US, where cadaver tissues have even been also trafficked to somewhere then sold. But because they have the laws in place,
yeah,
you can easily be taken up and then arrested.
Okay.
And to me, it's a very criminal offense.
Yeah, and this exhaustive legislation and regulation should include the fact that it won't be to the highest bidder. Obviously, then that takes away people who cannot afford the procedure and all of that from the list. You know, in other countries, there is a list, and somehow rich people get to the top of the food chain.
No, it's not the case. You know, in the other parts of the world where it is well organized, an organ can be removed in Germany, and somebody who is on the waiting list is in France.
Okay.
They've done a European type of organ transfer. I remember when I was doing my training, I joined the organ explantation team.
Okay.
They call you at any time. Then you see people removing the eyes, people removing this, and the heart is the last to remove. Once you
it's gone.
The heart, it's gone. Then everybody will move, they pick it, put it in their container and off of a helicopter, and they're gone.
Wow.
So that they go and keep it at where the European bank is. They have banks.
Okay.
In specific places. Here is for liver bank. This is eye. This is a liver, kidney. They take almost everything. Skin.
Wow.
And then when somebody needs it quickly, they send it. Especially the heart. When they take the heart, it's going to transplant it in somebody who is on the waiting list.
Okay.
So all these things should be set in the law, so that you know when, if you are on the waiting list, you know when you get it. And if it is going to be a relative, this and that, or you don't have to be on the waiting list.
Yeah.
And so far as I'm concerned, you see, we have developed ourselves in this country, especially in the eye transplant, which we have to try and do to save a lot of blind people in this country.
Because the data says there are a lot of half blind people in this.
And they are blind not because of it. Sometimes they are blind because of the scarred cornea that they have. And with a piece of cornea, they can see again and then live a very useful life.
Without wearing the spectacle like myself and yourself.
Yes, if you're wearing the spectacles, still you can see.
Yes.
Blindness, you cannot
at all.
And then you become a burden to your family and the society.
Okay.
So this is something that we have to all encourage. And they need it urgently and as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But for the meantime, they are working together with the other people in the diaspora who come in as NGOs of the bank. They take cornea from their banks through a very specific way and then come to do the operations here and go.
Okay, so this cornea, is it so you can give me your cornea if yours is intact, and you could give it to me if mine is scarred?
Yes, but they have to make sure that there's compatibility. That's why they do transplantation.
Okay.
For kidney and everything, they have to check
obviously
that you are compatible with the person who is giving to you. That's why normally relatives are better.
Okay.
Being siblings. Because at least you have the same
DNA
and all these things, and then you can do it. But before we can do this properly, we need a legislation. Very important.
Okay.
Once we get a legislation in place, then we set up the banks. Then we can then do the removals of the organs, and then people can even donate their organs. You were telling a story where somebody went there, they were telling, ideally there's no law backing it. But you can say that when I die,
yes.
In any case where I've died, any organ of mine which can be removed. I've been saying that, especially the eyes. Because when you die, you close your eyes.
Yes.
To me, it's the easiest.
Okay.
So if people donate their eyes, you can remove it and then you still put them in state and nobody will see.
So you take it when you know they're about to die, or even in their death, you can remove it?
No, you have to.
Before
not when they are, the brain is still functioning.
Okay.
Before the brain goes off.
Okay. All right.
So this should all be set in place. Kidneys are also the same thing. You can remove kidney. When you need a kidney transplant, you need only one kidney, not the double kidney. So all this, when they are all done properly, and then cancelling of those who are donating and those who are to be transplanted, you have to cancel all of them, cancel the whole family. So all these things should be put in the legislative instrument.
Okay.
And who can do that? Who can remove it? Who can keep it? Who can give it out?
Okay.
And then I think the cost is not so much important, but the cost can even be regulated, so that not that I'm poor, so today I want to go and remove my one kidney. All these things should be taken care of in the law.
You're still on the lowdown here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Daniel Odro. We're having a very important conversation about organ donation in our country. Dr. Nsiah Asare is the presidential advisor on health, and today he opens up about cornea transplant, which is something that he says is very dear to his heart, and he says it's the easiest to do. But also we're having a comprehensive conversation about general organ and tissue and cell donation. We'll go for a short break. When we return, we'll ask some other relevant questions and what needs to be done to get this thing passed and agreed as soon as possible. Stay with us. We're back after this break.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously big and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh,
McBerry Twist cupcakes. Simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. This is still the lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Daniel Odro. We're having a conversation about organ donation. Before the break, Dr. Nsiah Asare was telling us where we are in terms of legislation and regulation for organ transplant and donation and harvesting in Ghana. Doc, let me be a bit cynical. This is an important subject, and someone in my office said, we are talking about LGBT and this is something that could save lives. This should be at the front burner. Are you surprised that it's taken us so long to bring this to a national conversation level?
It's because if you don't have the enough trained personnel to do it, and it's maybe one person or two people, then it will be on the lower burner.
Okay.
But once we are training people, that's why it's coming up now more, because we are training a lot of people in subspecialties where they can do the kidney transplant. I think so last week or so, or this week, they did one in Kolebu.
Yes.
So now people are learning it and they have to work with it. And we have the chance to do it here instead of going to India or the UK or this thing. That's how it is. But you see, if you want to do all these things, you have to get a very good information on the donor and the recipients.
Okay.
They're very important. And you have to also make sure that the donor screening is well done. That's where it comes in. You have to screen the donor very well, that the donor doesn't have any blood diseases like HIV, or has a hepatitis B or C or anything of the sort, so it doesn't infect the other person.
Right.
And then you also have to do quality control for make sure that whatever you are doing, even the banks that you are creating, there's a lot of quality control. So all these things come into whatever you are doing. So you don't rush and go and do a law
when you don't have.
You cannot even implement the legislative issue because you don't have the means of doing it. But now, health have changed. We've moved from whatever we were doing before to now very quality, to give super quality care to the patients.
Okay.
And people have been going to India, to South Africa and all this. And so that's why the time now that people are thinking that why not now? We have to pass the law so that we have the organs for transplantation. People who are prepared to donate their organs can also donate where to go to donate the organs, who are the physicians who can deal with this. All these things will be controlled. And that's the reason why maybe it's better late than now.
Okay. But how soon do you think we should do this? Is it a danger if we take so long to get this thing done?
It's not necessarily a danger because, for example, recently some people are doing renal transplant in Kolebu, even though there's no law, but because they can get a relative,
okay,
and then who is a recipient, who is a donor, take the patient through all the this is psychological things and make sure that they've screen the patient and the donor very well, and then also do the same thing for the recipient.
Okay.
Then they can do it. But going forward, so that we can do a lot, not once a while, we have to get this in place.
Okay.
So that even somebody who is not even a relative wants to donate the kidneys when his baby has an accident, why not? But now you cannot, because there's no law.
So if you do it, it's illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Okay.
Somebody can take you on even though you are saving life.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we want to do it. And then we have to then make sure that we have a very good, safe place that we can also store them. And make sure that we don't give some dead, donated, explanted tissue to somebody.
Okay. You have the ear of the president. What have you been telling the president about this? Because it appears you're passionate about it. Is the president aware about your position and your feeling about it?
Yeah, he's aware of. We want to, we giving advice to the president. We also advise the president how we can improve the health system.
Okay.
And he's very, 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 very interested in improving the health systems in this country.
Okay.
And we saw it during the COVID. Day and night he was chairing the National COVID Task Force, asking the relevant questions. He gave 29 addresses, the fellow Ghanaians addresses. And you can see that anytime he speaks with passion.
Okay.
And people were thinking he now become a professor of infectious disease or epidemiology. Because he listens.
Okay.
And he wants he looks at the welfare of Ghanaians. Okay. And anything which will improve the health system, because health is wealth.
Right.
So, but we have to go through a system before we get this thing done. And once you get it at a very high list, we will inform him that now we have at a stage where maybe he's going to parliament. I know that when he goes to parliament and it comes to him, you will quickly sign the act.
You think it will be done in his tenure? He has 1.5 years to...
I'll be very happy it's done.
Okay.
We are speaking behind the closed doors with the people who matter.
Okay.
So we are praying that the legislators or the
framers
the drafters of the act will work very hard and fast.
Okay.
I'll be very happy if it is done.
Okay. Is it realistically possible?
It should be.
Okay.
Because I know already that they have something in front of them where they are looking at the ministry. But once a while I call to ask the legal person that where have you reached?
Okay.
And we are all keen. Apparently, both the Ghana Kidney Association and then the Ghana Ophthalmologic Association of Ghana have also all charged me personally.
Of course.
When they're having their meeting, they intentionally lure me to come and talk.
They know you have the ear of the president now.
And because of that, it's very dear to my heart.
Okay.
Both the kidney and
the cornea.
Also the cornea. But generally, it's for all organ transplantation.
Okay. Have you taken into account the bottleneck or barrier of spirituality? Because people throw it around. You go and take somebody's organ, the person.
If the person is mad,
exactly.
If the person has to be exorcised.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. But you see, when you are doing the education should not be only for the health professionals.
Okay.
It should be for everybody, the entire population. Because they are going to be the donors. And especially, as you rightly said, the spirituality aspect of it is very, very important. So that we let the spiritualists and the other people understand that if somebody dies and he has very good organs to donate and he takes it and is buried or he's cremated, you just burn it off, which he can use to save people. I remember very well that when we were medical students, people also sign off.
Yes.
And when I die, let medical school use my body. That's what we learn. Used to learn
the anatomy,
to become doctors and even surgeons like some of us. So instead of using that as a spare part for somebody to live, why not And I'm sure that when we start the education, when the legislation comes out, we have to educate people to bring all of them on board, and they all know what we want to do.
Okay.
That's very, very important. That should be done, I'm sure, by the civil society, by all of us, by you people, to make sure that they don't get the wrong impression. If you want to live long and live like what they are living else at other places, this is one of them.
Okay. Before we go, when you mentioned about being medical students and the anatomy part, have you ever heard of somebody signing off that if I pass on, use my body as an experiment for medical student, and the family coming back and say, yes, he may have signed off or she may have signed off, but as a family, we don't subscribe to it. We won't agree for you to use our relative's body for medical purposes.
No, when I was a student, I never heard of it. And since I became also health manager in hospitals, I've never heard about that.
Okay.
And there are some bodies which nobody comes to claim it. I mean,
yes. We do mass burials and things.
So if the body is okay and it's good, sometimes we can also
give it to students.
Store it very well to be used for anatomy.
Okay.
And anatomy is even changing now. You can also do it digitally.
Oh, really?
Yes,
but is it the same? It's not the same.
I think it's not the same like what we were doing.
We have the blood and everything. You see everything.
Oh, the bodies don't have blood. You don't see the blood.
Okay,
because there are bodies which have been stored.
True.
So, and I think that if I'm a medical student and it's being done digitally, I don't have the feel. That's the first time you have a feel of
the human body.
Then you start dissecting. It's very, very interesting.
Okay.
And maybe that's what turns some of us into surgeons.
But this thing, do the ordinary people know about it? It looks like the upscale elite people who know about it. Like, okay, if I'm dying, instead of cremating me, I'm signing it off. You think people in the lower class?
It's all education.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know about it, but I think when we start, the law is passed and we start educating people, to interest you, a lot of people will come on board.
Okay.
Because if they are doing it elsewhere, why not here?
Has it been done in any part of Africa? Is this something that we have any precedents?
I'm not aware, but I know that in Europe, in Australasia, in America, yes, they do it. In Africa, I have to look at it. I don't think there's any African country, but maybe South Africa does it.
Okay,
maybe. South Africa, they do a lot of transplants there.
Okay. So maybe we could be the first in Sub-Saharan Africa to do it.
I'm hoping that we are the first.
Yeah, we like being the first, so maybe.
Yes, you want to be first in everything.
And your name will be imprinted. We'll go down history. But Doc, thank you very much. It's an important topic, and we like to speak to different experts on this subject and bring some national awareness to it. So thank you for your time, Doc. Thank you. My name is Daniel Ojo. This has been another edition of The Lowdown on GhanaWeb TV. We'll bring you a series of many more on organ donation and organ transplant in Ghana to help you understand the topic, and hopefully one day there's a national conversation and ally and all of that, you better appreciate the topic. We're back same time or another time with another edition of the show. Until then, it's bye for now.
Talking Shatawale atutu nsembi akomani mampeni ekufu adoba baby on find the dimbe to abontin ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsembi ni kwan so de ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20th to 25th there kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adoba for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium. And also, on no day, or sudden the ninja, if we say, so by 25th concert, and there was so Onyana Baby and son of their setup, or stadium home, then, and on my Stone Boy 22nd, and I moment Stone Boy 22nd, and I dare back 23rd. Into now, and on person from Mashatawali, no financial share, or Accra Sports Stadium, so on a day I do in an engine home pa, Wakasemi.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Idea products not makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Quaniet on, you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Ensure the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makola, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
Said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or mobile Jume pan a idea or moko my Mrs. Lia da Pafi or Muko Mabe and no report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your men be at some Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan Kani was or Manimo who need same so. The Edikan NSA, my Mrs. Lia da Pa or real estate business via a man is a pan so any day and that's what they toss me you. And it says, I will be saying, say, Nisika or say house of see, I fancy or Mujina court to see, and if he found, Mammy ain't me in control. Baby potting, and I say, pay for as if you buy. They toss me and son, and it say, you muko OSP echo in if you know, I don't come who say, baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cities being put over few honum. Name mum, just say. Baby, as she said, the old if you Pocania, the Aberdeen says, Esha has say, just say, a bit of polythene bags, a bit sent him, and a business where envelopes much at a tray, and away for any day OSP and come once them. They're also a 9, and so they say, Nina Bema, where we are, just say, any names and Nina Bema was 800,000 USB account, and Nina Bema Nediano. Idea Nina Bema no so ne bank account o jaya tue no idea that send this ka edema Cecilia dapa wanwa eye wanwa ye to aso a de twa to kwa ne say always me so be ka say house helps ni sika na ma me ni se we wi na idea o te so mpokra na enye $1 million na mum $590,000 US dollars bi so kan ho ama me na fa kan no mko ofie ho no idea o mko hu sa sika no we yensem sem enum bi a Ghana eba ke kan bo me de abremo idea OSP so egu so twin what the denden e wo court say court e ma ne kwan no onye hwehwemu emfa ma me sika ene ne kata hyehye a wo hye so mase enti court e na age say October 18 de o mo beti OSP asem
I want you so bad, I'll fuck like her. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, alpha cracker. I want you so bad, alpha cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatin be oda penny or outreach ministries e dia betu just say nya dia we second in Japan e be man penny e de magana da o twe mark in Japan yo bia just say on pay asori na sem tie ye den obi a wetimi aka say tie asori ne de makwan ma ne be man penny o twe ma COVID-19 period na ya dia in Japan kan say obe ma oye nkon man penny e Ghana as nke ya dia kobeto 2000 man church sin nyinemu Ajenim Boatin de o say ansem ne Japan kan no e dia ne ya fi say ono obuke ne de Japan chen obi a we Ghana ha say nanso so say obi obuni say ebie na no kan sansem na ya de a nipa a opposing yakopon adwuma de ni kwan say ma ne kwan e ma ne bedi Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da panse mi dia de chinye bia before for beka on ne dia beto dwa ene say OSP say omoko mama fie e wo tesa no abelimpe en accountments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omo hu bi da na so mu chemu a polythene bag into the envelopes as sika hihye mi chese bia sika hihye no so wo ko fie ho no manya de wani mpo wadwun po baba so da se ma mi betimi de sika hihye ho no nti we nti ama OSP dwin say ade ma me no chese ne sika ne ho nti wo se wo hwehwem no ode no kwa ne beto abonti nti wo de asem yakoda court so mo ma ne kwan no mo hwehwe ma me ne sika se mu ene na adwuma o hye so mase a oye.
Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then, the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world.
The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetujwa Ekwanya Cecilia Dapa Yemami Ananke Kane Oyo Swafo Edemo Mana Hunidi Insem so nam so at say or running real estate business being so one who says no and no teach not say OSP chemu Mami din kwofo edfufrodin e na atutu edwuma no so now Ebeka ya Mami Cecilia Dapa ne sembeto amontin so say yakon $1 million bi e wone dem at ne house of promoting nchen and area no ade a okaka say o wonyuma bebre a wo ya enti obetimi nya sasika no woni fie en say no no kan editwa no ho na emom nsem abetodwa etwa na che the business nimpa oye no ntimi fa ne din to nti ama OSP adue ne say ade amame no eye katahyehe bi e wo sumase nti wa na age say kian ne kin obehwehwem no de maami nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomane mampani ekufu adoba baby on find the din beto abonten ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsem bi ni kwan so de ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president de mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20th to 25th there kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adobeya for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Cross Sports Stadium and o say onu no dey osade ne ne njin hwefi say so be 25th concert na e was onya na bebre ansa na o dey set up e wo stadium honum say e den e no ma Stone Boy 22nd e na o ma Stone Boy 22nd ne kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe e no mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehyeye e wa Cross Sports Stadium to ne dey ade we ne njin ho pa wakasa mu yi.
In this episode of Everyday People, I'll be speaking to Mr. Abdul, a security man. I know you are interested in knowing more about Mr. Abdul. Let's go and have an interaction with him. Mr. Abdul, good afternoon, and thank you for agreeing to speak with us. So, how long have you been in this security job?
How long?
Yes.
It's been 1.5 years.
1.5 years. Then it means you were doing something previously before.
Something previously. I was doing the catering.
And that
stopped. And I came about this to do this job.
So how many years were you into the catering business?
It's been 1.5 years.
So then it means you have been engaging in minor works.
Engaging in minor works, yeah.
Why?
Because I've not got the time to actually stay where I put the other job.
Like, what have you been like? Why don't you have the time to like be in a particular job?
Well, you know, the previous job, I was in England.
Okay.
You know, yeah. I couldn't get the time because it's not my land. I have to fight to stay there, and I didn't get a chance to show. I had to come back.
You had to come back. So how many years were you in England?
I was 3 years there.
3 years. Oh wow.
3 years.
So when did you come back to Ghana?
I came back to Ghana 2000. Yeah, 2000.
Then it's been long. So 23 years now.
No, not 22 years. 10 years.
10 years.
I was in Germany since I left Germany for home. And I stayed home for some time, then left for England.
It's not you were a traveler.
I'm a traveler.
Yes, you were a traveler. So why did you come back? Okay, why did you come back to Ghana?
Yeah, well, things got rough. I have to come back because things got rough. And you know, why did I come back?
Things go wrong.
Yeah, you know, the authorities, they don't want me to stay there no more, so I have to come back.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes.
So how is Ghana like?
Ghana has been tough, very, very tough. You know, very, very, very tough.
So, Mr. Abdul, you know, when we are all growing up, we have a dream, we have a goal we want to achieve. So what was yours? But before that, what's your level of education?
I was in education up to secondary school.
Secondary school.
Yeah.
So within that period, then you traveled to outside the country.
Within that period, I traveled outside the country.
Oh, okay. So what was your dream job?
My dream job was when I was a kid. I used to say I want to be a soldier.
So what happened? Why didn't you pursue it?
Yeah, somewhere along the line, you know, I was on this. I was on that when something really happened. You know, I didn't like one or two guys in the army, so I couldn't join no more.
Oh, so you enrolled?
I followed another route.
Oh, okay. So that's why.
That's why.
So you don't regret abandoning your dream for something else?
No.
You don't regret at all?
I don't regret at all. I don't regret.
So do you have a family?
I have a family.
How many children?
I have 2 children.
So
one girl and a boy.
So you are doing this ways to
raise them up, yeah. To support them.
So what's your level of education?
The level of education now is one is in secondary and the other is in primary school. Yeah.
So this minor job that you've been doing, are they lucrative? Like, are they helping?
They are not lucrative. Sometimes this one that I'm doing, it doesn't make me sleep at home. I don't sleep at home at all.
So
I close in the morning and then I come here. Direct.
So you don't have time for family?
Oh shit.
And what are you doing about it?
What?
Because the family needs you too.
What am I doing about it? No, nothing.
So
nothing special. I have to do it. I have to concentrate on the time. Because the time the family needs me, everything needs me.
So since you've not really worked for so many years in your previous jobs, also are you making up your mind to make this a permanent?
Yeah, not to make it permanent actually.
Stay in it for some time.
Stay in it for some time until I get a new job that I think is okay. Because now I don't get somebody to support to find a good job. That's why. Yeah.
It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy.
Yeah, it hasn't been easy at all.
But how old are you finding out?
I'm 59 years old.
59? So next year you have to...
Next year I'll be 60.
60 years. So you have to be retiring.
Yes, I have to. Exactly.
But are you going to retire or...
No, not retire.
Yeah.
I'll not say retirement, look my face direct like that. No.
Oh. So how do you feel as you are approaching 60 years? And things are like this?
I feel sad. sad, you know.
I'm also feeling sad.
But the Almighty is there. He will help.
Thank you, Mr. Abdul.
Thank you very much.
And I hope everything will work out well for you.
I hope so too.
We have listened to Mr. Abdul, and as he is approaching 60 years, he's just hoping things will get better. We have more of these stories in the next episode of Everyday People on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Diaba Eugenia.
Talking Shatawale atutu nsembi akomani mampeni ekufu adoba baby on find the dimbe to abontin ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsembi ni kwan so de ne ho for ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de anya wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20th to 25th day gobent is a fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufu adoba for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Cross Sports Stadium. And also, on no day or sudden the ninja if we say so by 25th concert and there was so onyana bebre and some of their setup was stadium honum say then and on my Stone Boy 22nd and I moment Stone Boy 22nd quite a day about 23rd mu into na he and on person from Mashatawale no financial share e wa Cross Sports Stadium so ne there ade we ne ninja ho pa wakasemu.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Dear products Nadia Makeup, I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. We pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Kwanyet on, you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Ensure the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makwala, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer in 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
They said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or mobile may pan a idea or moko my Mrs. Lia da Pafi or Muko Mabbe and no report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your men be at the same Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan Can was or Manimo who need same so. They did kind NSA, my Mrs. Lia da Pa or let's say business via a man is a pan answer any day and that's what they toss me you. And it says, I will be signing say, Nisika or say house of see, I fancy or Mujina court to see, and if he found, Mammy ain't me in control. Baby potting, and I say, pay fair as if you buy. They toss me and son, and it say, you muko OSP echo in if you know, I don't come who see baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cities being put over few honum. Name mum, just say, baby, as a case, she said, the old if you uncle and your bedroom says he can't say. Just say, a bit of polythene bags, a bit sent him, and a business where envelopes much at theatre to a tray, and away for any day OSP and can't want them. They're also a 9. And so they say, Ninya Bema will we are, just say, any names and Ninya Bema will say 800,000 USB account, and Ninya Bema Nediano. A idea, Ninya Bema Newu, so the bank account, or Jaya train, a idea that's send this Edema Cecilia Dapa. One, a year one. Your trust what they try to work and say, OSP Sabeka say, how helps Nisika Nama Minister will be an idea or tear some pokran and your $1 million. Name $590,000 US dollars we so can have a man found no muko if you honor idea or muko who says you can weigh and some numbia. Ghana back a camp me their brain idea OSP so it goes so true what the day ever court say. Court a man quite no issue moon and farmer Misika and in the Kata share or she must say, into court and I just October 18 day or mobility OSP as them.
I want you so bad, I'll fuck like I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
I don't recall one casa.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatin be oda penny or outreach ministries at the abetu just say nya dia was second in Japan ebe man penny e de magana da oche mark in Japan you be a just say ompe asori na sem te ye den obi a wetimi aka say te asori ni de makwan man be man penny oche ma COVID-19 period na ya dia ken Japan kan say obe ma oye nkon man penny o Ghana as nke ya dia kobeto 2001 man church sin nemu Ajenim Boatin de o say hansem ne Japan kan no ya dia ye ne ya fi say ono obuke ne de Japan chen obi a we Ghana ha say nanso so say obi obu ni say ebie na no kan sansem na ya de a nipa a opposing yakopon adwuma de ni kwan say ma ne kwan e ma ne bedi Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da panse media de chinye bia before for beka on ne de abeto dwa ene say OSP say omoko mama fie e wo tesa no abelempe en accountments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omo hu bida na so mo chemu a polythene bag into the envelopes as sika hihye me chese bia sika hihye no so wo kofi ho no manya de wani mpo wadwumpo baba so da sem mama betimi de sika hihye ho no nti we nti ama OSP dwen say ade mama no chese ne sika ne ho nti wo se wo hwehwem no de no kwane beto abonti nti wo de asem yakoda court so mo ma ne kwan no mo hwehwe mama ne sika semu ene na dwuma o hye mase a oye. Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world. The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetujwa Ekwanya Cecilia Dapa Yemami Ananken Kane Oyo Swafo Edemo Mana Hunidi Insem so nam so at say or running real estate business being so one who says no and no teach not say OSP chemu Mami din kwofo edfufrodin e na atutu ejuma no so now Ebeka ya Mami Cecilia Dapa ne sembeto amontin so say yakon $1 million bi e wone dem at ne house house for mountain nchen and na area no e ade a okaka say o nyuma bebre a wo ya enti obeti menya sasika no woni fie en say no no kan editwa no ho na emom nsem abetodwa etwa na say the business nimpa oye no ntimi va ne din to nti ama OSP adue ne say ade amame no eye katahyehe bi e wo sumase nti wa na age say kian ne kin obehwehwem no de mami nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomane mampani ekufu adoba baby on find the din beto abonten ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsem bi ni kwan so de ne ho for ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 2020 to 25 there Kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na or the any concert in pepe ne mum onkote Akufo-Addo beya for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium and or say onu no dey osadin dey nani njin hwefi say so be 25th concert na e was say onya na bebre ansa na dey set up e was stadium honum say e den and no man Stone Boy 22nd and I omuma Stone Boy 22nd ni kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na he and no person from Mashetawale no fanya hyehyeye e wa Accra Sports Stadium so ne dey ade we nani njin ho pa wakasemu yi.
See, because the land size then was around 4.5 acres that we were occupying. So you could imagine the population then.
Now let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
That land was not for the market. It was not owned by you.
Yes, it was a government land. It formed part of University of Gold Coast when we did a search, which means it belongs to Legon.
So that means it's government land.
It's government land.
Okay. In June 2021, GhanaWeb reported on something that happened here at the Tetekwashi Arts and Crafts Village, and it was a demolition exercise. The entire livelihoods of these traders had been razed down when that exercise happened, and it's been over 2 years now. We're back here to see what's happening. But you know what? Let me just take you a little back to see what actually happened.
On the 8th of this year, on the 8th of January this year, we were here, and then the court bailiffs, police, and then the plaintiff company came that they are coming to take possession of the land. So we pleaded with them. We told them that it's of a short notice because we've been here for over 30 years without any interference. However, we also consulted, or we confined the then or the current Honorable MP, Honorable Lydia Al-Hassan, who also advised us to re-look into the list of the land. So he led us to lands, and then we conducted an official search where we found out that Lands Commission has reserved 1.56 acres of the 7 acres of land here, still for the handicraft market. So we applied to Lands Commission for that 1.56 acres of land to be leased to us, which Land Commission has agreed and have written us a letter, one for the union and one to the district assembly. So as I am talking, we are still in the process of acquiring that 1.56 acres of land, where the district assembly also promised to develop that place where we'll be relocated. So when they came first for the demolition exercise, we told them that we know that all the land does not belong to them, so they should go. We are ready to move onto our 1.56 acres so that they can have their portion, but they did not agree. So they came back on the 8th with land guards, police, and then destroy our goods, destroy like 1/3 of the whole market, but then leaving about 1 acre of land. So we told them that we want to go to our 1.5, but they said already they have leveled that place and spent money, so we should remain where we are. So we mobilized ourselves, raised funds, our last resort, and then rearranged and reconstructed our shops. We constructed about 150 new shops within 3 months, and we have just started doing business. Then yesterday we were here, and then they came with police and then excavators and pulled down our newly built structures. My problem is they have been coming to the site since we started the new construction. They did not tell us to stop. They did not say go back to your land. They watch us, we finish everything and have just started business. This time they did not allow us even to take anything. They destroy all our goods. As we are here, we are stranded. We are calling on Ministry of Tourism because that is where we belong. I am presuming in the next 5 years, if government shouldn't take a look at the handicraft sector, we may be importing handicraft from Burkina Faso and other neighboring African countries.
You know, we should let us know so that we will know what to do. You understand? But you give us hope. The kids and the government and what all. They say this is what is happening, and this is the place that you people have given us for temporary, so that later we'll talk the chief and then own the place. You understand me? Just understandingly, no information, nothing. I was here 3 days today. The next day I come, everything is scatter, and I don't know why. You understand me? So I also plead to the government to see and know what you can do to us, because now some of us now they don't know where to go. Even the what is called the new shop that some of our people they didn't even started working safe. I started the work with this new shop almost 2 weeks now. The market hasn't go anything well with me before this thing. So in fact I was just confused. So we are asking the government to look for us, because we all Ghanaians. You understand me? Once the leader did, then at least you have to do something.
That was Frank Toda 2.5 years or so ago. And he's here again. Frank.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm fine, sir.
And chairman of the Tetekwashi Arts and Craft Village.
Market, yeah.
Market.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a walk whilst we have this conversation.
Okay.
I know that it's been well over 2 years since what we just saw happen. But give me a fair idea. Let's go back, flashback.
Yeah.
How was it for you? All the things that happened around that time.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the experience like when you look back on it today?
Oh, my brother, it wasn't a nice experience. It's just like to say over 30 years, decade of your livelihood have just been taken away from you in a twinkle of an eye. What happens to your family, your dependents? It was a nightmare. You can't sleep. You know, since then, we have been at home for over 1.5 years.
So wait, right after the demolition, you stayed at home for
over one and a half years.
But before we get to that, let me understand a better picture of what the market used to look like. How many of you were affected in 2021?
In 2021, we had 250 craft shops.
Craft shops.
And in each shop, we have not less than 4 people in that shop. Okay. So you can multiply 4 by
so
250 by 4.
That's
we are looking at 1,000 something.
1,000 plus.
You know, aside restaurants, every art and craft village need to have a restaurant and bar. Okay. So if you add all those, you could see people who were selling pure water, they are not among these 1,000. But you can just get a picture clearly. It's above 1,000.
I see.
Because the land size then was around 4.5 acres that we were occupying. So you could imagine the population then.
Now let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
That land was not for the market. It was not owned by you.
Yes, it was a government land. It formed part of University of Gold Coast when we did a search, which means it belongs to Legon.
So that means it's government land.
It's government land.
Okay.
That market, as I mentioned earlier in the video, was situated by AMA, whereby 30 years ago, the artisans were dotted all around the Tetekwashi runabout. And I think that then big man, let me put it like that in Ghana man's language, at AMA then saw the potential in the business. So they decided to situate all of them at that place. And they call it Tetekwashi Art and Craft Market, as it is known.
Because even
Ghana.
this area is actually the Tetekwashi runabout area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, you know, the many hotels and its proximity to the airport and so on and so forth. That what makes it location very, 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 very good for, you know, handicraft business, which also falls under tourism, as we all know. So I would say since then, the market has been flourishing. It has been a home for grooming new artisans. It has been a home for even some young musicians those days. It has been a home for any talented person and art who finds himself in the city of Accra and doesn't have any place to go. The Kwashi Art Market used to be a hub for, you know, grooming new talents. Even I personally completing Pando Secondary School as a visual art student. We know that in Ghana, we don't have industry that will employ a secondary school graduate, an artist. You have to employ yourself. So I found myself in Tetekwashi Craft Village then in 1999. And since then, I have been able to use the market to polish my craft.
It means that you've been working in this market since 99?
Yes, since 99. You know, so I would say that this is where I groomed my talent as a craft person, and now one of the most outstanding craft business people in the industry and in Ghana as we speak. So assuming if there were no craft market then, what would I be by now?
Now this is not the only crafts market in the greater Accra region, right?
Yeah.
Which other ones are there?
Well, we have, we used to have Legion Village. We used to have
Legion
Village around Opebia. It was also demolished, like Tetekwashi Art and Craft Market was demolished. Then we have Art Center, that's National Center for Culture.
That's the biggest?
That's the biggest.
Which is Central
Accra?
Accra?
Art Center, Accra. But as I said earlier in our earlier encounter, Tetekwashi Craft Market has been the second most largest and most patronized art and craft markets in Ghana and in Accra on record.
Let's bring people here, not physically, but what do you sell here? What kind of things do you have in this place?
Honestly, as I said, when you mention the word craft market, you expect to see made in Ghana products.
All
mainly.
these made in Ghana?
All these things you see here, let me say 90% are produced right here in Ghana, while 10% are produced in our neighboring countries like Burkina, Senegal, Mali, and so on. So when you come here, you will find African wear, you will find wood carving, you will find leather work, you will find painting, fine art, ceramics, sculpture.
You do ceramics here as well?
The ceramic, because of space, we do it somewhere, and then we bring them here for finishing.
But every other thing like the
woodwork is done right here in the market. If not 100%, you know, the woodwork industry is like a division of labor. Somebody does the raw carving, somebody does the finishing, somebody does the painting, and so on and so forth. So sometimes you see one piece of art, but it is not completely done by one person. So I would say that mostly 80% of the works are done right here in the market. As you can see, somebody, you know, polishing some art pieces over there. Yeah.
All right. Now, it's been 2+ years. When that old land, which you said was how big? 1.4?
Like 4, let's say 4 acres.
4 acres. Yeah. Now, you've been relocated to a relatively smaller place. Tell me about this space. How has it been for you?
Well, I would say that our elders say half a loaf is better than none. It would have, a different story would have been told, even if we hadn't gotten this small piece of land. I would say that, yes, I am happy for now that at least we can continue our livelihood, but we wish and plead with government that government should take a second look at the handicraft sector. We need a modern craft village in Accra, in Greater Accra region. It will solve the unemployment, the armed robbery issues in Accra, because the industry is big and is really lucrative. You know, the white people bought our let me say our human labor, our doctors and so on and so forth. They go there, but our craft aspect is still here with us. We have to take a second look at it.
I see. Now, I want to know about customers from the old side, 4 acre or so, up to now. Have your clientele changed? Do people still come here to buy?
Honestly, I would say that the advantage we have now is, first we were down, but now we are up. But the truth is,
when you say down, that means when the demolition happened?
No, with the landscape.
Okay.
Where we were first, it was down like in a valley. But where we are now is like, let's say, on top. So people can easily see you. We are also closer to the...
so this is even much better?
Let me say that, because one, unlike the first place, here we took our time. It's a well-organized market,
Yeah,
as you can
this
see.
looks well
organized.
Okay.
And everywhere is covered. When it's raining, you are there. You don't have to worry about rain and so on and so forth. But our challenge is, you know, when the demolition happened, it went far, you know, across Ghana. So customers think we are no more existing.
Okay.
So I think this will be an opportunity for us to let them know that we thank God. Let me say, government have listened to our plea. They have found a small place for us, but it's manageable for now.
Okay. Let me allow you catch your breath.
Yeah.
We'll just briefly return, and then we'll talk about all the other aspects of the business. This is still Say It Loud on GhanaWeb TV. We'll return shortly.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
I'm here with Frank Toda. Toda is the chairman of the Tetekwashi Arts and Crafts Market here in Accra. Frank, now, before we went on that break, you spoke about the business now. Relatively better for you all now. What's the future like for you, for every one of you?
Well, I would say that as far as the craft business is concerned, we have a future. But, you know, we as artisans need permanent land or permanent location, you know, to do our business.
What efforts are you making in that regard?
Honestly, our plan here is within the next 5 years, we should be able to raise money by ourselves to acquire land. They said if your parents give birth to you and they cannot take care of you, you have to find a way to take care of yourself. So this is our plan, because with our current location, we know any big development like road extensions and any government development could also affect us again. Okay. So it's like we truly need a permanent place, and I'm hoping that in the next 5 to 10 years, we should be able to organize ourselves for that project. Yeah.
Okay. So we want to thank you. We want to speak to some of the other people here.
Yeah.
I will just randomly speak to a number of the people around here.
Yeah.
Whilst we see, let's see if we can just speak to one of them quickly. Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Please, my name is Eche.
I'm Mimi.
Mimi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so Mimi, what do you sell?
If you don't mind, you can
Please.
come with me. Let me show you. So we have a lot of stuffs here.
Okay.
We have the lady bags, key rings, and paintings.
You have paintings, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you were at the old site, right?
Yeah.
And then now you are in this new place. How has the transition been for you, like since then and now?
It has not been easy because, you know, we are not prepared before we were demolished. So, but now things are going better.
Much better.
Yeah, so we are managing.
Is there anything that you would have loved better about this location?
Everything is perfect. But for me, I think the other place is much bigger than here. And I think the shops too are much more than here. But according to the arrangements there, everything is better.
This place is more
because,
orderly.
The other place, you know, customers who go to a certain shop, they will not come here. But here, once the person starts from the beginning, then to the
shop.
end. So I think
It gives you a better
yes.
advantage. All right.
So everything is fine.
I'm glad to hear. Please tell me your name.
My name is Sika.
Sika. Okay, Sika, you're also at this market.
Yeah.
Were you also at the old place?
I was.
How was it now? This new market, how is it for you?
At first, in fact, the market was so good at the back over there. But now, because it is new, we are now picking up small.
But people still come around.
Yeah, they
Is that not the
do,
case?
but not as much as at the back when we were at our previous place.
Okay. But you sell what exactly?
I do clothing, beads, African slippers, musical instruments, drums like maracas, bags, and so on and so forth. I have carvings and then other things. Everything concerning Africa.
That's nice. What would you do with a much bigger place? Because you talked about a bigger space in the old place. What would you do in a bigger space if that was to come to you?
To extend our business, because our business, we need a very big place to do all the, because we have some, because of the space matter, some of our things are not here.
Okay.
We have big masses, some bigger than even you. Then we have drums bigger than you. So the space here is small. Assuming we have all this, you come here, you see traditional drums, the bigger ones, and then the masses and then everything. But because of the space, that's why you are seeing all this thing. And we still have stuff in our shop, in our storerooms. Because of the space limitation, that's why we have these limited products here.
Bature, there's also one of the people here. Bature, now you are, what do you sell here?
I sell beads and design beads.
So there's a difference between beads and then design beads?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have the raw form.
Okay.
And the one that we design as a necklace.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I see a lot of colorful
ones. If it is like this, some people can use it, but some would like to
blend it
and then create a certain design that will suit somebody.
How long have you been doing this business?
Oh, I've been doing this business for about 27 years.
Ooh, that's a lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's brought the benefits as you would expect.
Yeah, but because I use that one to take care of my children.
Okay. And that's helped you?
Two are in tertiary.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's the same work that I do.
Okay.
So which means it has
At
brought
least
it's
brought in some.
Yes.
That's really good to hear.
Yes. Because I've invested in them through this business, which means
wonderful.
Yeah.
We're just taking a look back on 2 years and over when the demolition happened in your bigger space, and now that we are here. But tell me what the dynamics have been since then and now.
Since then, business has gone down. Even at the time, I have an order to do.
All right, within the time?
The time, yes. I have prepared the item, they are there, and then all of them.
So what,
that
were
money
destroyed?
That was destroyed. It was a shocking thing. That we did not expect that thing will happen at that period. And then it happens. I'm at home. Before
it's
I got here, everything is gone.
But now
the investment that I made in it, all is gone. So.
But here you are. You have a new place now. How
starting
things
gradually,
are picking up? Small.
Things are now picking, not
as fast as. Okay. So, is there anything else in particular that any of you are looking for from government or any of the state authorities with regards to your trade and your craft?
You know, everybody needs assistance from the central government. You know, like what you're doing now is also impact to bring people in. Ours is the government should put eyes on this sector. It will take up this unemployment issue. Yeah, so I'm looking at government should just
focus more on this area.
Because if you go to Ethiopia, they are graduates. If you go to these francophone countries, I'm telling you, that's the business that they do. It takes a chunk of the youth from the street to that sector. So the central government will not be burdened on certain. It will reduce even some of the unemployment. Yes.
All right, but thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm glad that at least you're back on your feet and you're going about your business on and on.
Yeah.
So this elderly woman also sells here. Ma, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
But I could like it before.
Oh, Mauta.
Uncle on a general over shop yama.
And we are Pomo, le Majrana, Yon Wofa, which Wofa share to eh. The view of our Jonue, play Yon Wofa Jonue, Yamajrana, Ajana Batakaliwe. Ajana unchuofe atizoti walking stick. Ajana no mabkata.
All right. Me no anyiba magia fi over kakami shop so. Laka ola na mi cho 2020 no ama ka cover sele fi ade laka nya business a.
Yeho ma ko ele metai. Na me na ma ode. No mi ke joba ide amegere o me katemva.
Ame no plan anwa.
No, amege o kenye mi ami do store we. Amero me katemva ko store. Ela bena e gabete vo. O ba gboro na mi be mi fofu mi aroko we anyi gba lape mi fofu mi aroko we ami abete ma fofu re do me ko be mi wa store new ame si ame blen ga ba ko wa store me la fe me ko enyi me den dan ko bo o le store kaka bo o le store kaka ebe o le store kaka ma vai budoza bo van ko do ante pe awo nkume mum ante pe matron ate ko me nine step enu e ko be soja o le tura si police o le tura si no kaijo america maten fonu ne ma o le gbo we ame o fa gba be tevo me be o la ti nu si anu dugu kan ti bete de ka nu si anu vo bete ko ba na pe me for 2 years de Edefu na mi. Fifia ma wo menu be vetare.
Mi po
efile.
Leke amowa va ma won plan.
Deka akela o lebe ne o vare o mele papa sibo. Akema utai amesi amadu.
Okay. You've seen a picture from 2021 and then what the situation now is at the Tetekwashi Arts and Crafts Market here in Accra. What these traders are telling us is that, well, they're still in business. So you can come around here and transact business with them. And of course, to the government, the message is clear. Perhaps this is a time for some negotiations to be able to give these people their own permanent place. This has been Say It Loud here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Nsiah Asare. Until another time, be kind to one another.
Talking Shatawale atutu nsembi akomani mampeni ekufu adoba bebe on find bi mbeto abontin ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsembi ni kwanso odi ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20 to 25 day ko bend sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufu adoba ya for say am Stonebwoy nso akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium and also onu de osade de ne nje hwefi say so be 25th concert na we say onya na bebre ansa na de set up e wo stadium honum say den e no ma Stonebwoy 22nd e na omuma Stonebwoy 22nd ni kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe e no mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehye e wa Accra Sports Stadium so ne de ade we ne nje ho pa wakasa mu yi.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Idea Products Nadia Makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards. Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and Kwanyet on. You name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely. House House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Oba Wofefo, Brami ensure the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makola, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
Said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or mobile may pan a idea or moko my Mrs. Leada Pafi or Muko Mabbe and no report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your men be at the same Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan Can was share or Manimo who need same so. The Dikai NSA, my Mrs. Leada Pa or real estate business via a man is a pan so any day and that's what they're tossing me no. And it says, I will be saying, say, Nisika or say house of the Afans or Mujina court to see, and if he found Mammy ain't me in control, baby potting, and I say, we pay fair as if you buy. They toss me and son, and it say, you muko OSP echo if you know, I don't go who see baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cedis being put over few honum, name mum. Just say, baby, as a case, she said, the old if you unpoquanya, the bedroom says, Esha has say, just say, a bit of polythene bags, a bit shan't him, and a business where envelopes much as a tray, and a way for any day OSP and can was them. They're also a 9. And so they say, Ninya Bema, where we are, just say, any names and Ninya Bema was 800,000 USB account, and Ninya Bema Nediano. A idea, Ninya Bema Newu, so the bank account, or Jay train, a idea that's the same Disica, Edema Cecilia Dapa. One, a year one. Your trust what they try to acquire and say, OSP Sabeka say, house helps Nisika Nama, Minister, where we are an idea or tear some pokran, and your $1 million. Name $590,000 US dollars we so can hama mena fan kan no muko fi ho no yade a omuko hu sasikan we yensem sem enubia Ghana e ba keka bo me de abramo yade a OSP so egu so twen wo de denden e wo court say court e ma ne kwan no onye hwehwemu e fa ma me sika ene ne kata hyehye a wo hye so mase enti court e na age say October 18 de omo beti OSP asem
I want you so bad, I'll fuck like I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, alpha cracker. I want you so bad, alpha cracker.
Don't me call one casa.
Other goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatin be oda penny or outreach ministries e dia betu just say nya dia we second in Japan e be man penny e de magana da o twe mark in Japan yo bia just say ompe asori na sem tie ye den obi a wetimi aka say tie asori ne de makwan ma ne be man penny o twe ma COVID-19 period na ya dia in Japan kan say obe ma oye nkon man penny e Ghana asen ka ya dia kobeto to sa one man church sin nyinemu Ajenim Boatin de o say ansem ne Japan kan no e dia ye ne ya fi say ono obuke ne de Japan chen obi a we Ghana ha say nanso so say obi obuni say ebie na no kan sansem na yade a nipa a opposing yakopon adwuma de ni kwan say ma ne kwan e ma ne bedi Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy!
Oh! McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da panse mi dia de chinye bia before for beka on ne dia beto dwa ene say OSP say omoko mama ifie e wotesa no abelempe en accountments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omu hu bi da na so mu twemu a polythene bag entire the envelopes sika shame na say be sika hihye no so wo kofi ho no manya de wani mpo wadwun po baba so da say ma me wetimi de sika hihye ho no nti we nti ama we SPG say ya de ma me no say ne sika na ho nti wo say wo hwehwem na ode no kwan ne beto abonti nti wo de asem ya kodan court so mo ne kwan na mo hwehwe ma me ne sika say mu ene na adwuma o hye so ma say a oye. Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then, the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world. The reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetujwa Ekwanya Cecilia Dapa Yemami Ananke Kane Oyo Swafo Edemo Mana Hunidi Insem so nam so say or running real estate business being so one who says no and no take not say OSP chemu Mami din kwofo edfufodin e na atutu ejuma no so now Ebeka ya Mami Cecilia Dapa ne sembeto amontin so say yakon $1 million bi e won ne dem atete ne house of promoting nchen and area no e ade a okaka say o nyuma bebre a wo ya enti obeti wonya sasika no woni fie en say no no kan edi twitwa no ho na emom nsem abeto dwo etwa na say the business ni mpa oye no ntimi fa ne din to nti ama OSP adwe ne say ade amame no eye katahyehe bi e wo sumase nti why na adwe say kiane kin obehwehwem no de maami nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomani mampani ekufu adoba baby on find the din beto abonten ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsem bi ni kwan so de ne ho for im ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochemu a o pese ne Freedom Way concert this year from 20th to 25th day Kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adobeya for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Cross Sports Stadium eno o say onu de o sa de ne njin hwefi say so be 25th concert na e wo say onya na bebre ansa na o de set up e wo stadium honum say e den eno ma Stone Boy 22nd ena omuma Stone Boy 22nd ne kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe eno mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehyeye e wa Cross Sports Stadium so ne de ade we ne njin ho pa wakasa mu yi.
I'll be speaking to Madam Akuma, a soap seller who, according to her, once worked with the late high life legend, Dasibo Jamina. Let's go and have an interaction with her. Like and I'm patrol you. How many years now? Okay, Mr. T, I feel now we be dancing now start say so.
Let me turn your marketing. If I say don't come in here, my buy and talk. You will near me with them just in the canyon, they school bag. My tongue was local rice now, my tongue. But I and talk. But back of fish, I will cheer. and I'm betchy by le, and also yento amabo be yedi, sa one by what you
it's been an hour traffic.
There be one of the another sure castle.
It is our castle, and I say, oh my,
it's a castle, but Bama didn't have a better you're not to see the crowd because my and uncle and so money. But oh, my 5.
And how do you show? How is it like a coffin? Now on papa to support it.
Papa or no ejuma but when accident it is on I feel quite you do near Jumani. When you stand Robert's for that game on plan. Nothing waiting me sorry. See a man on cover.
Since time on accident
1 year.
So no a driver. Okay. So Penini or level 200. Then a second bonus, Clank or Kaka. But it's to a mom with you on Baba and a member for but a mom with you on Moon Shell and so I'm going to see a penny phone crowd. My friends say, yeah, I'm going to meet Cobanca Clank, say, Penini and Macquaya. On one motor to me the age by the 20 mini baby. I could say, well, Mama, and your moon. We are going to say, like, how like discussing so box back one my better all of the BBR 20 city to super fear, the baby I saw a funny since we entered here. We have Baba Messiah and one of them. If I said, I said, I would meet one at Sunday. Then I'll be found a Sunday. Then you'll be in Muka Canada. Should be a woman. See a market okay, now, you're better supposed to be yes. I don't know why I am when it's off of mine. Me papa Mumudi. Papa Penny. Papa dance. And I O'Shea. I was in the mad cross, who live out of Canada. It's me shade, the names of school, and then I'm in Madi. My bomb. It's me Shashan and your money sick on a memory after a hammer. It's me Swing. I have this. Besides, we are the pump. But I depend on your husband. My age maybe. Now, what's a if you are now say, by the way, no Muji and Yaman requiring media Mepenum. Mepenum, and you be a customer to be a meeting out. It's me, I might be say, I can be JHS now, but me hope John and it started as a big jam and I'm in any auto. I'm in any call. Not only the call. Yeah, but I mean, I catch them say, new to one in Jamaica. Okay, and told me to stop. Yeah, that's a big jam first about me, no, at a year. Mileno, but me and I can't say to me. That's a bit on the plan and care me. But Michelle sent me a near BC economy and I can say, Jamaica, near Madam, we say, and Yana, but see, I'm at now. Who you on just one cachet like okay, one cachet, or call me clum, Miss or Diley, or call me clum, but my manager because me and I see and yet it means me saying yet. But I feel I'm going to say, and penny for us. I have to say, Sister Prime, I think moving. Okay, me a comma, Omega film production, a comma. My sister, my few Omega, me were 3 wives, media group, me were Osafuba. And the same man said, yeah.
Okay, movies in the I feel I starting. Yeah, I feel I starting. It's a shady name, baby. But me dollar time will you good? Where you met me at a soul you good? You met me at Ghana. Where you good?
Sema, I'll be giant.
Oh, Major, now where dear, Madam, where dear to be busy? Where you can do Sikana, and I will tell you everyone's me, I make change. It's a matter almost have a page. Ghana movies, you say, I'm Kadia, Kebabway. Sister Kwaku, Yayipi, any just services. But you should have said, yeah, someone no one to be out of the enemy. Now, before I make a patch of my sister, it's also true. Patch on you now. Maybe I'll never make you and for that's a bit only. That's a bit number. You know, watching me bonus why do you know the baby? You was the David Mao. You said ooh, yeah. I can never live without you. You know, watching me bonus why do you know the baby? Mr. Chasso, Lord Kenya, Midimika, Aukeka, Wamika, Midipemaka, Mr. Dewati, Ragati Sada Bakana, Fedawati.
We have listened to Madam Akuma, and according to her, she's just hoping there will be a revival in the movie industry so she can pursue her dreams. We have more of these fascinating stories in the next episode of Everyday People on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Diabayuji.
Talking Shatawale atutu nsembi akomani mampeni ekufu adoba baby on find the dimbe to abontin ochema obayi edi ne ho for nsembi enu kwan so de ne ho for im ochema o papa na president dey mom Ghana de enye wode a ochema opese ne freedom way concert this year from 20 to 25 there gobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wode ai ne concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adoba for say am Stone Boys so akonya 22nd e wa Accra Sports Stadium. And also, on only day or sudden the ninja if we say so by 25th concert, and there was so onyan na bebre and son of their setup or stadium honum say then and on my Stone Boy 22nd. And I moment Stone Boy 22nd quite a day back 23rd. Into now he and on person from Mashatawali no financial share or Accra Sports Stadium. So on day I do in an engine home pa wakasemi.
Sweetheart, be mindful of your health. Dear products na dear makeup. I welcome you to Sigma Health and Beauty. You can call us the Beauty Embassy. Who pursue beauty more revealed with quality makeup products. There is only one place. The Sigma Health and Beauty 2022 Ghana Makeup Awards Beauty Retail Business of the Year. Of course, we are the defending champions. World-class makeup brands and quantity on you name it. Maybelline, Dark and Lovely, House of Tara, and many more. Your professionalism in the beauty industry is unmatchable. Ensure the proper way of applying our products. Sigma Health and Beauty, Yewa Accra, Makola, Georgina Stores, and Rollins Park, Gate 4. Fryer 0248 138 596 and 0201 408 186. Or visit our online shop at www.beautyavenuegh.com. Sigma, your beauty, our joy.
Said the Ekame I to say office of the special prosecutor or Mubejume ye pan a idea or Moko Mrs. Lia da Pafi or Muko Mabbe Brain and no report ever to Abontain. Nagana Bakan and your menu be at the same Kessia or the better Abontain FR or Swafu and Ankan was share or Manimo when he did same so. The Dikan NSA, my Mrs. Lia da Pa or real let's say business via a man is ye pan and so any day and that's what they toss me no. And it says, I will be saying, say, Nisika or say house of see a fancy or Mujina court to see and if he found Mammy ain't me in control. Baby potting and I say, pay for as if you buy. The toss of me and son, and it say, You muko OSP echo if you know, I don't go who see baby, I saw 2 million Ghana cities being put wo fie honum na emom chese baby esika hihye de udu fie ompoko anya de abedwen se sika ehye ha sei chese ebi wo polythene bags ebi hihye ntadim ena ebi susu wo envelopes ma tete atwetwe etwe ena we for ene de OSP anka ho asem ne de toso enan enso ne se ni nua bema wabu ya chese yenyina enim se ni nua bema wo se 800,000 USD account nanka ni nua bema ne de ano ade a ni nua bema na ewu nanso ne bank account a oja etwe no ade da so send sika edema Cecilia dapa wanwa wanwa ye to aso a de twa to kwa ne se OSP so be ka se house helps ni sika na ma me se we wi na ade a ote so mpokra na enye $1 million na emum $590,000 US bi so kan ho ama me na fa kan ho no mko ofie ho no ade a omko hu sa sika no we yensem enum bi a Ghana eba keka bo me de abremo ade a OSP so egu so twin wo de denden e wo court say court e ma ne kwan na onye hwehwemu emfa ma me sika ene ne kata hwehwe a wo hye sum ase enti court e na age say October 18 de omo beti OSP ase
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Apostle Ajenim Boatim bi oda penny or outreach ministries e de abetu just say nya ade e wo second in Japan e be man penny e de magana da otwe ma ken in Japan yo bi a just say ompe asori na sem tie ye den no bi a wetimi aka say tie asori ne de ma kwan ma ne be man penny otwe ma COVID-19 period na ya ade a ken in Japan kan say obe ma oye ngono kwan man penny o Ghana asen ka ya ade ankobeto to sa one man church sin nyina Ajenim Boatim de o say ansem ne Japan kan no e ade e ne ya fi say ono obuke ne de Japan chen obi a we Ghana ha say nanso so say obi obuni say ebie na no kan sansem na ya de a nipa a opposing yakopon adwuma de ni kwan say ma ne kwan e ma ne bedi Ghana so.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously big and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Mama Cecilia da pansem ni dia de chinye bia before beka on ne de abetodwa ene say OSP say omoko mama fie e wo tesa no abelempe en accountaments no adom ko hu ne ma bia chese omu hu bi da na so mu chemu a polythene bag entade envelopes a sika hihye me chese be sika hihye no so wo fie ho no manya de wani mpo wadwumpo baba so da sem mama wetimi de sika hihye ho no nti we nti ama OSP doing say ade mama no chese ne sika ne ho nti wo se wo hwehwem no ode no kwa ne beto abonti nti wo de asem yakoda an court so mo ne kwan no mo hwehwe mama ne sika semu ene na adwuma o hye sumase a oye. Are you still searching for the right platform to share your voice, thoughts, and feelings? Then the GhanaWeb Reporter on the GhanaWeb app is the perfect app for you. It is Ghana's only citizen journalism and infotainment platform. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, GhanaWeb Reporter links you up to the world. The Reporter also gives you the opportunity to blog or become a citizen journalist, so you share stories with the rest of the world about cities, music genres, pop culture, tech, politics, etc. Download the GhanaWeb app from the Google Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and open it. Tap on the member button at the bottom of your screen and follow the easy steps to register with your phone number or email, and you are ready to become a reporter.
GhanaWeb Reporter, democratizing journalism and empowering content creators.
Office of the Special Prosecutor Eddie Abetudwa Ekwanya Sicilia Dapa Yemami Anankenkane Oyo Swafo Eddie Mo Mana Hunidi Insem so nam so at say or running real estate business being so I know who says no and no teach not to say OSP Chemwa Mami Dinko for Frodin and at to Ejumano so now Ebeka ya Mami Sicilia Dapa Ninsembeto a mountain to say $1 million be a one day matches and a house for mountain in chain and I area no idea or can say oh you might be our ya and obeti when yes as can when if you and no can edit to when a mum in some abeto jo and I say the business nimpo ye no ntimi fa ne din to 20 ama OSP adua ne say ade amame no e katahye bi e wo suma sinti why na say kiane kin obehwehwem no de mame nsem abegu abonten. That's talking Shatawale atutu nsem bi akomane mampani ekufo adoba baby on find din beto abonten ochema obey Eddie no home for nsem bi no kwan so de no home for him ochemu a o papa na president dey mom Ghana de anya wo dia ochemu a o pese ne Freedom Way concert this year from 20th to 25th day Kobenti sa fashion nanka 25th na wo de anya concert ne pepepe na mom onkote akufo adobe ya for say am Stone Boy so akonya 22nd e wa Cross Sports Stadium and o say onu de o sade ne ne njim hefi say so be 25th concert na we say onya na bebre ansa na o de set up e wo stadium honum say e den e no ma Stone Boy 22nd e na o mo Stone Boy 22nd ne kwa e ade e be ko 23rd mu enti na ahe e no mo person fa ma Shatawale no fa nya hyehyeye e wa Cross Sports Stadium so ne de ade we ne njim ho pa wakase mu yi.
Let's go for couples counseling and you're resisting, then there's a problem.
And most often, before people go for therapy, they've already made up their mind. You can't tell, what's the therapist going to tell me? That after the section, the experiences you had from the 15 exes are gone, or the fact that you had HIV and they are telling me,
Considering your partner's past is a personal decision that varies from person to person. And on Moss and Cuddles today, I have Kiki and Ellie to help me in this discussion. My name is Patricia Roxanne Hammond. I would like to start with Ellie, the only gentleman among us. Considering your partner's past before marriage, is this something you consider?
well, thank you for this opportunity. Considering the past of everything, and anything is something I'll do in making a future decision, because I believe that for you to have a very successful future and one to boast of, you must know about your past, be able to evaluate your past mistake, then you'll be able to make informed decisions for your future. So considering my partner's past life, past experiences, is something that I would really hold key in deciding whether I would want to move our relationship from a normal relationship to, say, a marriage life. So yes, I would consider.
Hiki, would you consider?
Yes, I will consider my partner's past, because I believe that everybody has skeletons in their cupboard. Some people don't have one, they don't have two, but thousands. And there are some things in your past you can't really keep away from your partner, because it will definitely bite you in the ass. So,
is there everything that you need to say?
not everything, but there are some key things in your past. I feel like your sexual STI history, if there's a case of an abortion, a child, those things, I feel like, yes, I would like to know, but I don't care how many bodies you have, your body count, how many exes you have. Those things are really not important to me, but to some extent, I will consider my partner's past before marriage.
And it's not being selfish when you have to consider certain things, because likewise, you also have a past.
Yeah, so if you abide by...
So should it always be about you and what you want?
Not necessarily. Well, I have a philosophy that once you go into marriage, there is no turning back. So you only separate when death do you apart. Do you get it? So you have to make sure that you can really stay with whatever decision you are going with. Like Kiki said, she doesn't mind body count, she doesn't mind the number of exes and all that, but I would. And it's not because I am selfish, because I believe that most relationships end on a bad note. Do you get it? So say you have 15 exes, you have 15 traumatic.
That's the generation that we're in, because you're with this person, the next time you move. So at the end of the day, you realize, if you sit down and you want to count, you realize you have more than 10, you've been with more than 10 people.
Yes. And if all these 10 people cause you pain and have left a traumatic effect, so in psychology we have something we call carryover effect. My partner to be is going to carry over, say out of the 15 exes, it was only one that ended on a positive note. The 14 others were from bad experiences and all that. That means I'm going to have carryover effects from 14 partners. And these things, whether I like it or yes, are going to shape our relationship. So yes, these are the things that I would consider. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm selfish. It means that I am taking advantage of my right to choice at the moment. Because the moment you are married, there's nothing like choice.
You guys have been together for like 4 or 5 years?
Yes.
And you knew about all of these things, but immediately marriage sets in, or you realize that you are approaching marriage. That is when you want to now consider some lifestyles or some issues from the past.
Well, I think that is where counseling comes in. We have something called couples counseling. So if you as an individual accept that, okay, in my past relationships, my partner cheated on me, my partner was verbally abusive, emotionally and physically, and I know that I am also traumatized, I have PTSD, then I'm willing to work on those things with you in couples therapy. But if you act like, no, she just cheated on me, but then whilst we were dating within the 4 years, I knew that you had traces of PTSD, and I'm telling you, okay, now we are going to be together forever, we are going to get married, let's go for couples counseling, and you are resisting, then there's a problem.
You let go.
I won't just let go, but I will. Yes, you have to meet me halfway, because to be with you forever, you have to accept that you're traumatized. You can't be jumpy. You can't be asking to go through my phone, knowing fully well that you're doing these things because your past exes, your past relationships caused you so much pain and trauma, and now you're insecure and you're taking it out on me. How would I be happy with you?
Yes. So that is the carryover effect I was talking about. I'm not married, obviously, but we say movies are literature, and literature is a reflection of our society. So you watch in movies, a man comes home very late from work, and the wife will be like, I've seen this before. Where did you see it from? It's from your past relationship. Yes. You go, you suspect something is wrong. Instead of talking to the person, instead of talking to your partner, the first thing you do is to go to their phone to go and ask for answers from their phone. All these things are past experiences. If I should give you my phone now, and you go through, they're about, say, more than 3 people I call baby, I call a sweet one. It doesn't mean we have a relationship. It's a kind of rapport I have with them.
It's a kind of rapport you have with them. But in a case, you want to consider your partner's past. And your partner will also want to stand on that anytime you're chatting with your female friends, you're like, sweetheart, baby, my love, honey, honey boo boo. You are doing all of those things. And she feels insecure getting into marriage with you. How would you feel?
Yeah, so you talked to me about it, and yes, I would make amends. I was quit doing that. Well, if you get married, you can't be calling every other lady your baby, your sweet one, and all that.
You wouldn't be doing that.
Yes, I won't be doing that. Do you get it? So that is something that you can solve. Do you get it? But I'm talking about the past experiences and then its effect on current relationship. The point I was trying to make is that the person is going through your phone because in their past relationship, probably they found out that their spouse is cheating on them through